it out. Like,
Welcome back, everybody, to the Playbook.
Make a bakery.
Happy Hump Day.
Happy
Glad
bakery.
to have you here.
Hump day.
We're
Day
in episode 26 of Echoes Bahamut. Before we begin, we're going to talk about the charity. So, Sarah.
All right. So, yeah, last week we started our charity streams for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. They're a foundation that funds research and educational programs regarding suicide prevention and awareness. And they also advocate for public policy changes and provide support for those who are dealing with suicide ideation, survivors of a suicide attempt, or those who have lost loved ones to suicide. Our goal is $1,000, and it looks like we're at 120, so maybe 12% of the way there. Hee-haw. We're getting there, guys.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, sorry. But yeah, if you'd like to donate, please go to our homepage and click on the LGBTQ logo, the Rainbow Dragon. And it should take you to the donation page. If you want to know more about the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, you can go to afsp.org. If you or a loved one is struggling with the suicide ideation or the will to live, you can call 988 or text the word TALK to 741-741. Both are available 24/7.
Cool. So check out the link if you're confused or concerned or not really sure what it is. Or
you would just like to, donate.
Or if you just want to donate, any questions, you can go there.
Share with your friends and check in with
Share
them.
with your friends.
On your friends, guys.
Check on
Check
your
in with your friends because they will not reach out to you.
Yes.
Right.
No, they will not.
But that being said, let's get into it.
Ooh.
Also, want to throw this out. Xander the Magnificent and the Rainbow Dragons.
I love it.
That being said, we are back. So, rescuing Sylyk, find some shelter, allowing Luna to regenerate, taking her some time. Sylyk doesn't really want to leave her side, and Serena doesn't really want to leave her father, leaving your group basically up to your own, whatever you'd like to do. As you're stuck in the cave, but Murph starts noticing that he's being watched from a distance, but it's kind of like only noticing at certain times until he decides to follow. And he gets pulled into a other world to find a elder god that really only dictates around other giants, due to elder gods kind of sticking with their own race more times than not. And introduce himself as Kalibek, introduce his wolf that he keeps at his side at all times, telling you that you have a path ahead of you, and he is going to, as far as currently as he sees, that you are a good piece of money to throw into the hat of sorts. giving you a little bit of help. He gives you some of his power and attaches it to your arm that you can summon his energy whenever you see fit due to limitations. I did give you that weapon, by the way. It is in your slots. Afterwards, after having a rest, you found yourself randomly having a large hovel just randomly built into the edge of the cavern that was never there before. Entering in, you find Celeste waiting for you, introducing you to the current Hellforger, a specific person that has the ability to forge really anything out of any kind of material and make it one-of-a-kind things, with limitation that they cannot exist outside their place of domain for more than about an hour. It allows them to get immortality and a lot of power, but they really can't do anything with it outside the hovel. They offer you a chance to get once-in-a-lifetime items, but the way it works is you got to provide the actual materials. Usually materials require you to find a demon or a dark source of some kind, vampire, werewolf of some sort, and go from there. You decide to take him up on his opportunity and decide to do 2 birds, 1 stone. Instead of randomly walking around and look for demons, you decide to say, you're on your way to find Norran. Norran's here somewhere. There's probably going to be some demons somewhere around there. 2 birds, 1 stone. As you're able to convince Sylyk to leave Luna and Serena behind and take you to where he assumes Norran is by using the power of his blade, he cuts a portal within the actual light itself to create this transportation. And that's where he left off. As you all walk through this void that he creates, you come up far, far north than where you were. Compared to where you were very much in a barren wasteland of snow, ice, and just emptiness. Creatures maybe sometimes kind of taken out. Now you're in a more recognizable civilization. Still dark. No matter where you are in this realm, light does not really shine through. Compared to the cold and the snow, you're now dealing with more of a damp and wet. It is raining. A little bit of lightning out. There is a slight breeze. It's more of a downpour, not a storm. But this is a little bit more inviting. Much like being in the Underdark, eventually plants adapt to not have a natural light. It seems like the trees here, the plants, and the growth that comes through the soil eventually adapted to not getting sunlight, so they decide to learn and adapt to it. Therefore, a lot of the vegetation here actually grows as an opposite spectrum of color than what you're used to. So you see greens, you actually see in pinks and purples. Very similar to the bushes and trees that you're used to, but of a very different color in nature. They almost have an illuminescence of them that actually brings a sort of light to a town that very much needs it.
Cool.
But this town is very busy, and it is a mixture of both a trader's town, but also a very expensive merchant's town. This is what you'd be used to seeing, maybe a comparable version of Averant, of actually Aegisus, of many expensive businesses crossing each other with many nobles. See a lot of drows, elves, halflings in very delicate and dapper suits and dresses. Not all of them, you're not out of place, but there are a lot of people of nobility here. As you enter into a town of Alvaran. Immediately on the sign, immediately tells you one thing. This is the town of the Highborn. None of you have really been here before. You don't really know what that means. But many of you know what a Highborn is. Highborn necessarily means someone, usually an elf, due to the elf's longevity, has led through a long life, longer than most, and due to it, they have seen things that others don't. Therefore, give them a sort of privilege that is dictated to someone of their age. Also usually means that they're usually born into this, not really earn it themselves. Maybe their parents have lived 500 years and now they're living longer. Therefore, keeping on the tradition of being a long-lasting royal. Usually Highborns have seen things and keep to themselves about the things they've seen due to the fact is what they've seen is for their own eyes. And they have a sort of wisdom that others would not understand. 9 times out of 10,
Unless
they're
you're
usually
old.
elves. Yes, 9 times out of 10, they're elves. Therefore, people don't usually know that they're highborn because most elves really look the same. But you're entering in from the south side of town, pretty much where I have the icon of Alvaran town of the Highborn. As Sylyk's like, all right, well, the blade says he's here somewhere. I can't really get much closer to this due to the busyness of the town. But he must be here somewhere, or at least someone knows where he is. So, I don't know who leads this group of yours, but however you all want to proceed.
We don't really have a leader.
Whose idea was this again? Was it Helga's?
No, we have to go find Norran.
Yeah.
Right, but
You
who
had to-
suggested finding Norran?
Well, we have to find him because Seraphine.
Suggested 2 birds with a stone.
So the original, I'll
Got it.
recap. So originally, you guys were the original reason why you were sent to the Shadowfell is to retrieve Norran.
Oh, right.
For Seraphina.
I totally forgot. Yeah, sorry.
Jesus.
Due to the fact of how
Get it
Norran was
together.
killed,
Uh,
due to the fact how Norran was killed, no one actually knows where he is here. He is technically dead, but due to the
Oh.
way that he was killed in the last campaign, many people who died of such unfortunate circumstances are sent to a kind of a sort of limbo, and they're usually contained as in currency through many nobles of the Shadowfell realm as a sort of I'm selling people's souls around as trading goods. Unfortunately,
Oh.
it's very hard to find these people as money moves.
Mhm.
You were originally told that there's one person that can help you to find him. Now Sylyk. Sylyk doesn't necessarily have a tracking ability, but his sword has the ability to essentially find somebody. Can only work so good though. His sword essentially tells you he's here in this town somewhere. It can't necessarily precisely pinpoint exactly where he is in the town, but he's in the town.
Oh, so we can't use it as like a tracking device,
It's
like
right.
beep,
No,
Getting
it's
hotter
so,
when we-
mostly what it is that he can use it to essentially teleport a group.
Got it.
He says the name of the person. As long as the sword understands and that person exists within this multiverse, and that the fact is he can go to this realm without dying, it will take him within roughly a 10-mile radius of that person. Usually the length of a town. This town itself is not that big. So this town is roughly about a mile radius. It is not that huge. And it's just more or less busy to get around, and there's a lot of things going on. You guys can see that there is a lot of attractions. There are a lot of deals. It looks like a lot of things get away here. There's a lot of business deals going on, and it seems like it is common for a lot of shady deals to happen, and that is just the way it is. No one's here to stop it. It's just a thing.
Can we see any taverns that look like they're catering more to like higher end clientele?
If you want to search the town, it will take you a little bit, but you can give me an investigation check and spend some time with it if you'd like.
Can
I
I
mean-
do?
I would like
I
to
don't
go
know
with
what
Murph
everybody
on
else is
this.
thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to, you both can give me investigation checks. It's a large town. I can't let one of you do it with advantage, but you can roll me an investigation check.
Right.
Oh.
Can I do a demon check with my chimes?
Sure. Yeah,
Beat.
you give me a demon check with your chimes.
Ding dong.
I guess that's what we're gonna call it.
Yeah.
Ching ching ching.
I got a 5 on my investigation.
Oh,
Okay.
I got 11.
Okay. It'll take you two some time to go through town. If you decide to separate with the rest of the group, it will take you some time to at least find something that will fit what you were looking for. But you will eventually get an answer. It's a busy town. It is not huge, but you can't just cross through the town due to the fact that the castle is in the center.
Nexus is going to be very distracted by the trees and go like run into the trees.
I'm gonna imagine that Murpha is
got
going
6.
to announce that he's going to be going to do that,
So,
and then Renora will follow along as Mixus runs off to the trees.
so Sandra, surprisingly, because your specific spells can actually detect anybody with any demon lineage in here, you only really see a few people. And even that being said, you can really detect what they are. Most you can see 3 people in your radius that are tiefling. You immediately can spot them out, and they just look like merchants. No more or less tiefling than Sylyk or Serena. You do sense that there's like entities beneath you, like maybe there's like an underground area to this town. But it's hard to tell. It seems like there's like a larger group underneath you, and it's hard to really specifically determine with your check. Mixus, you were talking to the trees.
Hey, talk to the trees.
Okay, you can give me a nature check in the trees.
Okay,
Oh, trees.
I like trees. 23.
23,
Nice.
alright. The trees themselves have almost a different language they're used to here. You can understand it,
Oh.
but it almost seems to have like a high-pitched accent to it as you try to talk. It's very
Okay.
simple words. It's not like saying full sentences. It's like water, wind, rain, breeze. Just kind of like talking about the basic things that are happening at the moment.
Mm.
But you do see that they're almost in, much like in the Feywild, they run on a hive mind. You can assume that all the trees here, all the bushes, all the plants work on one source of a certain source of one thought process, even though they're all individual plants themselves. What did you get for your nature again? It was over a 20, right?
I got a 23.
All the nature.
You can
E.
tell through the energy of the trees that even though they're all individuals, they all grew off of one root. And it actually exists underneath the castle. You can assume that there's actually one initial tree that grows, and it actually sprouts up other trees. In this.
I'd be like, hi, I'm Mixus.
Oh, hi, Mixus. I'm Tree.
Hi, tree. You're a very pretty tree.
Oh, thank you. No, not too many people appreciate us around here. But thank you, little one.
The last time I saw a pretty tree like you was in the wilds, in the Feywilds, in the wild forest.
Oh, I don't know what that is. But that's nice.
It's another realm,
Oh.
another place.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say how the
Another
realm
place.
is. Okay.
I noticed that you guys are all connected.
Well, yeah, we're all brothers and sisters here. We all grow from our mother, and we protect her, and she protects us.
Where's your mother?
She's beneath us.
She's beneath you.
Yep. The royal
Is she
ones
a
take
tree?
care of her.
She a tree too?
She's definitely our kind, but she is definitely something. A mother is much more glamorous than us, and much more old than we are, and we can only aspire to be what she is. But she is very, very grand.
Would I be able to meet Mother?
Oh, I mean, you could certainly try. You got to talk to the royal ones. They're in charge of Mother's keeping.
Oh, would you be able to put a good word in with Mother?
Oh, I mean, I just met you, but I mean, you seem. You
Here.
seem.
And I pull out like a little acorn or something and I'd be like, I'm gonna put this up by you. This is a nut from a tree in my world.
Oh, I've never seen anything. That's different. Okay, that's okay.
Gift for you.
Oh.
And do you need more water, or do you need more? Well, you don't have sunlight. What kind of things do you eat?
Well, normally the rain here is always pretty sufficient, but we actually like. Do you know what luminescent light is?
Oh. Yeah, I should know, shouldn't I?
You
I
can
think
give
I
me
know.
intelligence check on what luminescent light is.
Okay. Intelligence check. What? And it's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Even in areas like the Feywild, there are certain spots that don't get light just due to certain parts that maybe plants grow within in mountains and whatnot. They still get light some way, and certain trees like this have a way of actually absorbing like almost solar energy from like magic. So as you start looking around, you actually can see like they actually look like they're actually like street lamps, but they're naturally generating like this green aura as they are slowly absorbing it. But it looks like a few of them have been shut down
Oh
due to
no.
like maybe a power. Like it looks like they don't like not like they're broken, but it looks like they rotate to keep the power source, and the ones in the area are completely shut off.
Well, can you eat all kinds of magic?
Well, yeah. I mean, the magic is the best thing for us. If you have any kind of like, do you do like any kind of like healing or radiant magic?
I do. And I put my hand against them and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. How much you want to cast towards it?
It's a 4. It gets 4.
All right. So you start glowing, and you kind of like the bark around your hands that's like growing to leave like yourself a hand imprint on it, like it almost grows around you, so you can pull it off and leave yourself an imprint. Oh,
that's fine.
They'll take care of a few hours. Thank you. That's quite nice.
You're welcome.
The people here don't really keep the magic flowing consistently, so we only get it once in a while, and it gets really tiring when you don't get it. So it's
I
always
can
nice.
understand. You get tired.
Occasionally
Makes sense.
the people with the robes, they come by and then they pray to us and they give us some energy, but they won't be around for a while. So
No. Okay. Well, would you be able to put a good word in for Mother? To me?
you know what
For me?
yeah, I think so. You are quite a kind soul, and I will make sure that Mother knows about a little green person named Mixus.
Okay, that's good.
Gosh.
Do you think I don't know, what's the word? Do you have a name for the people who live here?
Oh well,
Like-
I mean, we just call them walkers.
Oh, okay.
We don't
Do you
walk,
think
but they do. They got legs. We don't.
Yeah. Do you think the walkers will let me see her?
Oh, you mean them that protect Mother? I mean, they're gonna need a lot more convincing than I will. They're very
okay.
protective of Mother. She's very old and she's very fragile, but she's actually the reason why this town stays powered up.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So it's kind of like a very, I think you call it a symbiotic relationship.
Oh,
They
okay.
they
Yeah,
help
makes
her and
sense.
she helps
Mhm.
us.
Okay. Well, maybe if they can't, maybe if you can put in a good word, and also, so we're kind of looking for someone, my friends and me.
Okay. Well, I mean, I see people around all the time. So if you can describe them to me, I can tell you if they pass by.
Okay. Can I describe what Norran looks like?
Sure.
What you've heard, Norran looks like.
What I've heard from Seraphina, what he looks like.
Just
Because
roll
I'm
me
sure
like-
she would have given us a description
Just
of
roll
some
me a
sort.
d20 of like, make sure that you like were paying attention. You're actually, it's not like a phone call
Oh.
kind of thing like that. Like you heard one thing, now you're telling something else.
I got an 11.
Okay, not bad. You describe mostly the features of Norran, but then like, so we got elf, brown hair, medium height.
Uh-huh.
As that.
That's like everyone in here.
I don't want to be rude, but we see a lot of people that look like that around here. But I have not heard the name Norran before. But I can make sure that like I keep out. I listen in as much as possible. I'll
You
tell.
ask your brothers and sisters too?
Yeah. It's as like you can kind of see like the wind moving off of the actual like the actual branches and stuff like that. You see them like actually like connect as you can kind of hear like a whistle coming through that's attached to each one. It kind of like moves between the trees. All right. I'll let them know. They'll keep their ears and eyes out for an elf named Norran.
He's also a magic wielder.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most people here are magic wielders, but I'll make sure I let them know that.
Okay. Thank you. It's been really nice talking to you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mixus.
And if you need anything, I'm here. If you let me know, just whistle and I'll find you.
Okay. As like at this time, you kind of like the wind kind of like blows against it to kind of drape some of the branches down to almost make it look like it's trying to like pat you.
Aw, you're cool.
Oh,
I'm
thank
going
you.
to call you Blue.
What are you calling him?
Blue.
Blue?
I give you the
Oh,
blue because of their leaves.
Okay. Blue. Okay. All right. Cool. I get a name. No one's ever given any of us a name before. That's yes.
Oh
I get
no!
that.
None of you have names.
No.
It's not fair.
No, they don't give us names.
Okay, well, if I talk to more of your brothers and sisters, I will name them as I do.
Okay. You're gonna have to come up with a lot of names though. There's a lot of us around here.
That's okay. I have lots of names.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, and
Hey.
Bye.
Helga has just grabbed the edges of her hat and is just pulling it over her face because we get to a new place and we immediately scatter. Not even together. Like, Murph and Honora just take off that way. Xander's chiming bells over here. Nixus is talking to a tree. What are we doing?
I look to see if I can find them,
That's
and I'm like,
We're diversifying our portfolio.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mixus, you haven't gone far. You can probably still see Xander and Helga, but Renora
Okay.
and Murph are specifically going around town to try to figure out the.
We go.
my
The-
camera
yeah,
will
we
not
gone.
focus.
I'd
just
say
pulling
after
the
about like
hat.
a good like 10 minutes of walking, Murph and Renora, you find a couple places that might fit to establishment that you're looking for. It's hard to tell without actually going in. First off, back here is like a central market. Oh crap! It looks like this specific spot here is kind of like it looks like it's like a kind of both an indoor and outdoor like bar establishment, but you can definitely tell that people are going in and out. Kind of have to have like a dress code to go in and out. The other place that you notice is going to be right here. These two buildings together. It looks like a bar / eatery, and you can assume that a lot of people are going in and out have been doing business deals in there.
Okay. Can I take a minute to try to figure out what the dress code might be?
Based
I was
off the
going to
people
say,
that
do we meet the dress code?
based off the in and out, it looks like the specific person outside is letting people go in if they are wearing what looks like either a suit, a dress, or some kind of collared shirt of a certain sort. Like it definitely has to have some kind of elegance to it.
Okay. And then that was only up here or also down here? That
No, just the
both
one on
places?
top. Just the one in the store.
Okay.
So I think we go to the one doing business deals, yeah?
Yeah, right? Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
So before we go in, I want to have a conversation with her.
Okay.
So we're about to go through the door, and I just turn and go, before we go in, you're sneaky. I know it, you know it, everybody knows it.
Me?
I have you. Don't play. I have 3 simple questions, and then we can move on. 1. How much gold do you have on you right now?
Sorry, say that again?
How much gold do you have in your pocket right now?
Like, gold.
Okay. 2. How good at stealing are you? One way to find out.
Yeah, right? Never hurts to try. I'm willing to give it the old college try.
Yes.
Tree, try not to kill anyone.
The
You
old
just have to take the fun
scholar
out of it,
try.
don't you?
It was worth a shot. Let's go.
The old
Whatever,
college
let's go.
try.
Okay, so
Scholar-
you just
scholar
both decide to
try.
go in.
Scholar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you
Let's
get
go.
into this specific establishment, it is just as busy as any kind of hovel or anything like that you find at any other location. The difference of the is this less like ale and meat, and this is more wine and like a whiskey kind of place. It's more like fine
Okay.
drink establishment, but you do see a different sort of clientele as far as wares. You see anybody as far as looking like they still have on adventure wares, to people who are fully armored, maybe they're guards of the town, to what looks like either nobles or employees of nobles, maybe someone who has maybe their specific comer and goer of sorts, retrievers of doing specific business deals.
Is there like an open table? Is it
Yeah, there's plenty of
table
open
side
tables.
service?
Yeah, there's both tables, and then there's like in this specific building, so you got to kind of go through. This specific building actually has full tables, and then the first part is mostly just like a really, really long like double bar, but they're all connected,
Okay.
so you can go to tables if you want to. As it doesn't really seem like this is a place where like anybody really sits you. They're just like go help yourself kind of thing.
Cool. I would like to make my way to a table while kind of like scoping out the room.
Perception check, please.
12?
Can I give her advantage since I'm with her?
If you are also doing it too, sure. Renora can give me one more roll to see if it beats a 12.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking with her.
14.
14. As you both head to the table and you both are keeping your eyes out, it's not super busy, but this is also kind of a different. It's not exactly what you're used to. There seems to be so many deals going on. It's hard to like keep track of everything. There's also music playing, so it's hard to kind of listen into a lot of details. But I'll give you a couple things. One is as you entered in, you're passing through this long corner bar. You do get a conversation about 10 people are in. It's actually like they got some chairs together. Some of them are actually standing by the group, like behind them, because they, group up. They can't all be like on stools. They're a mixed sort of bunch. Everywhere from a couple humans to what looks like a couple drows. There's a half orc in there. There's a Goliath, just like Murph. They all seem to be wearing adventurers' clothes of certain sorts. Nothing too heavy armor, but they do seem to have very intricate weapons. They're specifically talking about trying to rob the vault. There's apparently some kind of vault here, and no one's been able to rob it. To do so, they need to get through the basement of the actual keep. They were able to retrieve a key from a source they were able to pay off. If they're able to get as far as that and get through, it should mostly be a stealth mission from there. They keep telling each other, make sure that you're not wearing any heavy armors. We want to make this as quiet as possible. No one should know. No one should know we're there.
Do I happen to overhear who has the key, or just the fact that they have
They do
the
not
key?
imply who has the key. They just say, we got it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you found that
Time to steal a key.
But yeah, there's
A
about
key,
10 of
not
them.
the key.
The person who seems to be organizing this seems to be one of the drows. I'd say do your check. I'll allow you to choose amongst the group who would you want to get the most description out of. Only one person, just because you're check, and if you want to kind of get more stuff in the room.
Are we like right next to them as we pass by, or are they like kind of across the room?
They're kind of across the room. This is kind of like
Okay, then I
the
would like
conversation
to-
didn't grab your attention until they started talking about this. You're like, oh, but you're already kind of like a little
Gotcha.
further away.
Then I would like to focus on the drow that seems to have.
Okay. So
Like
the drow
the-
himself is bald head, male, has a black goatee, kind of like tightened up at the bottom. Has like what looks like very fitted furs and leathers on. Based off of
Okay.
what the style looks like, you'd assume that they're a fighter of some kind, not really a magic wielder. He also does seem to be wielding what looks like this like kind of like what looks kind of like a gun satchel that wraps around from like waistline to shoulder, but it has like, instead of having ammo on it, it actually has a dagger every inch. Like he actually has like 20 daggers on his body.
Seems excessive, but okay.
He
Says
also,
the woman
you would
with
recognize,
the woman with
Yeah.
It says the girl that's like has all these other.
you also recognize his kind of belt. He
Bag of
seems to
holding.
have a very, very, very intricate thieves' tool set, and he's not even really hiding it. Like he actually has like this belt that's kind of like very much like the Batman utility belt. Like it has like all these different pieces in it that you can clearly tell that he's got like every tool for any kind of lock, safe, or diversion that is required.
Okay.
He might not be, maybe you don't know his strength level, but he definitely looks like he's well equipped for any situation, whether that means escaping combat or stealing from somebody or breaking into something.
Cool. I would like, if we can, to get a table that faces them so I can keep an eye on this group.
Okay.
Once we find a table, I'm gonna immediately stand up. You want a drink? Come paying.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
won't
want?
say no. Whatever you're drinking.
As I walk away towards the bar.
So you head back over to the bar. You do find that there's like a spot where like it's a free open spot that you look like if you wave some coin around, you can grab the person's attention. You immediately see behind the wall, much like if you went to a place that only does like whiskeys and wines, it's like just this whole nice like mirrored shelf that has all these different name brands of like 100-year-old different kind of aged, different kind of mixtures and wines and stuff like that that's here. You even get like kind of like that aroma that naturally is in here of the different kind of things that they're making and pouring. As you see this female human, hair braided, kind of like hung out over the shoulder, as she finishes pouring what looks like a kind of like a single person bottle of wine. Really comes over to you, kind of wipes off her hands. Good evening. How can I help you?
What do you have of the dwarven variety?
Oh, we got many things. Dwarven is very popular here. Let's put it like this. Are we looking for taste, or are we looking for power? Power. Well, for a strong, dapper gentleman of your sort, as she immediately goes over and she pulls out like this large, what looks like an aged bottle. It has like a really nice cork to it. You can see like this label that actually has like the label has actually like 2 axes over a shield over it.
Whoa, wait. It's not for me. It's for someone even bigger and stronger. Do you have... You sure that's
Stronger.
that'll do her?
Oh, you
That'll
want
do.
to go even? Oh, wow. All right. Well,
She's a wild one.
I apologize, sir. Let me get out a special one just for you and your friend. As she puts it back on his spot, she immediately goes over and goes right in the center. You know, usually bars, the nicest stuff is right in the center. She goes over there and she pulls right from the top shelf as she just like reaches up and she grabs this really, really dark, almost black bottle. Bottle itself, designed with. Can you read Dwarven?
Yes.
Okay, can read Dwarven. It specifically says the dark wine of the mother. Specifically pulls it down as she immediately just opens it up, pulls out 2, really pours it. You just see almost like a black, purplish color coming out of it. Immediately
Nice.
smell like a almost kind of like a plum aroma from it. Kind of like it's almost kind of like more of a mead than anything else, but you definitely get like that smoky smell off of it. As immediately she's assuming, based off of you and description of your friend, that you're both hearty drinkers. So instead of putting you into a whiskey glass of sorts, she actually gives you like their homemade like these actual full mead glass mugs and
Oh,
just
God.
fills it all the way to the top. And she just like almost
And this
finishes
is
the
now how
bottle. Like this
this is
this
how
whole,
you die.
this whole
Like-
wine bottle, she almost like she after like filling up each one only has like a third left inside. She just
Jesus.
pushes it towards you.
It says poison, do not consume.
as she's like, so that would be that'd be 5 gold.
I take out 20 gold
Oh fuck.
Holy
and I hold it up. And I look at her and I say, I'm also looking for information.
She
Who
d-
would
d-
who would be the one in town to know all the goings and comings of, maybe somewhat of importance?
do you wait for her to give you the information, or do you just give the coin to her?
I'm waiting to see what she comes up with, and I'm just kind of holding this stack.
She looks at you. She's like, there are a couple of people that come to mind. A few of them are even here.
Can you point them out? And I add 2 more gold.
She doesn't point them out, but what she does is she takes like this parchment from inside, from like on her belt, where she would be like taking like orders and stuff like that. She goes over in the corner. She starts writing something down. She puts it right by your drinks along with the candle. The parchment's blank.
I hand her the gold.
She immediately
Thank
takes
you.
it. Thank you for your generous contribution. And she just kind of, she takes like the amount that you were supposed to pay. She puts it in her pouch, and she takes the rest, and she just has like a little cleavage pouch that she just kind of puts it in for safekeeping.
Like you do.
I roll up the parchment and then like double fists the 2 drinks and the candle and walk back over to
Okay.
the table. Set everything down gently. This is for you.
as
Thanks.
as you get like this, like for you, like you're not short, but like compared to like Murphy's, like he's holding this and it's a good stand. Like to you, like it's weighted. You got to hold it up with like 2 hands
like-
just to get it. Right?
I go with one hand. I'm like, oh.
You're immediately getting like it's
It's the
nice and
stout of
cool.
stouts.
It's nice and cool, but this actually like compared to when you had
Thank
like
you.
dwarven ale and mead before, this immediately just the smell of it exceeds that exponentially.
Oh, that's
Got
strong,
a
eh?
aroma. Yeah,
Whew.
comparable.
The stout of
Oh.
stouts. Bottoms
Aye,
up.
Cheers.
Well, listen, before you drink it, I heard a rumor that, the guy in the Hellforge, I heard he loves this.
Yeah, I'm sure. All right. Well, shut the fuck up. Cheers.
Alright.
All right, so
I
are you gonna
take
drink a
one
lot of it, or are you gonna
big
take your time?
Smelling how strong it is, I'm just gonna do a little sippy sip.
Okay, so you can give me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Not as reckless.
Aw.
Nor is not as reckless as Cargrim was.
If you're gonna take your time with it, you'll get advantage.
I'm taking a
Yeah,
nice big
yeah.
gulp.
17.
Nice. Yeah, taking your time with it, you're able to acclimate to how slow you need to go with it, so it doesn't really kick your ass too much. It's still gonna give you a hearty buzz, but you're able
We're
to
feeling good.
enjoy the flavor without it poisoning you, essentially.
Beautiful.
What's a little bit of poison in between?
But it is very, very good. It is like this. It is a good mixture of like a very grape plum mead,
The
but it
sexiest
definitely
grape.
has that very hearty kind of like. If you only want to go out for a drink, this would definitely almost fill up your belly in the process.
Got a
Ooh,
tiefling on the bottle for some reason.
I love it. Some reason. Who knows?
thought it
Just
was from
riding
the
with some
mother,
grapes.
which is a tree.
What's up with your blank paper there? Do you have somebody
And
for their
I'm-
number or what?
Since I drank a little bit more, I've got a little bit of a bud. You, with your little hand, look, the paper. Take the candle and shine it on the paper.
Done.
sit
And I'm just
back
gonna
and keep
throw the
drinking.
paper right on the candle.
Oh no,
You're just gonna put it right on the fucking candle.
I was gonna be like
I'm
Alright,
in
so
the
you put
cabinet.
immediate. And Murph just like, what the fuck?
So it does start lighting on fire. Start putting it out.
What? Does he have time to save it?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
I'm
gonna.
sure
It's
he,
just
like,
not gonna.
it was
It's not gonna erupt in flames right away. If you stop it, you can't at least stop most of it from getting
It's
scorched.
I'm
just
gonna
a
stop
little
it, like
Yeah.
stamp it out.
Okay. The
You
heat
want-
does
you
work,
told me to
though,
put it on
even
the
though you did-
candle.
even though you did damage it, the heat temporarily works, as you do see a little bit of writing that does appear in gray,
Oh!
but it starts to like disappear
Yeah.
shortly.
Oh.
Ah.
Both of you give me a perception check to see how quickly you can react to reading the names before it disappears.
The world's greatest investigation team.
15.
15.
16.
All right.
No,
Pull
no.
up their names.
Hey, if it works, it works.
I love it. I love it so much.
Hey,
Listen,
I
I'll
am
be
not
Scooby,
the
you can be
smartest
Shaggy.
nor the most charismatic.
Ain't that fucking true?
Hey, shut up.
Shut up, you.
Shut up the peanut gallery.
Hey, we haven't
Here
killed
on the winds, me saying
Hey, we haven't
Renor
pissed
saying,
anybody
shut up,
off
Helga.
and killed anybody.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
Right.
Hey, I think I hear where
Yeah.
they're at. She just told me to shut up.
I wish I had part spell
Sending.
casting so I could cast sending to tell you to shut
All
up.
right. So
What a
first off, you got a
stone.
name on there that is like.
I
First off, you got to like really think about it as you're reading it. But there's one named as Lazuli Tree Whisk, so Lazuli, and then just Tree Whisk.
Okay.
I gotta see for these. I gotta pull out. I have like 100 people named in here, so I just gotta make sure I gave you the right ones.
Oh, sure.
The next one is Tabris.
Just Tabris?
Just Tabris. No surname.
He don't need no last name.
Like a real cool kid.
Yeah.
And the last one is Branley, Branley. And there's actually a nickname given to him. It's called Treasure. And the last name is Luke.
Okay. Do you know who any of these people are?
Fuck no, do you?
Why would I know? This is not... You're the one that got the secret paper.
I paid for it.
Oh, okay,
See?
okay,
You
okay.
would strike you as someone handsome and charming enough to just get things for free.
I don't know,
Don't
man.
answer that question.
One way or another, am I right?
Hooker by crook.
Uh-huh.
What?
I would like to just kind of like keep an ear out to see if I hear any of the names being mentioned in the chitter chatter that's going on nearby us.
All right, give me a perception check because you're really trying to focus on the one group. So depending on your perception check depends on if you can get a lot more information.
Yeah. 17?
All right, not bad. While trying to watch the group, you're keeping your ears out for anybody else that kind of blips that name.
Mhm.
Nothing happens immediately, but you'll keep your ears open. If you guys are going to stay for a little while, just keep notified as people are moving.
Yeah, I got a
See what
huge
happens.
ass glass of very strong mead, so I think I'm gonna be here for at
Sure.
least a minute.
As you guys are there for 10 minutes, you start noticing that the group that you're watching, you both can give me an investigation check on them because now you're actively watching them to kind of like get a lay of the actual group itself.
Yeah.
All right. Give us your secrets.
Oh, yes.
Not
No.
with a six. We're gonna keep drinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
gonna
meat
proceed.
is
I'll
really
just give you
good.
the races that are in there, but details are going
Okay.
to be alluded to. All right, so there's the drow that I told you about.
Yes.
There is another female drow. There is a Goliath male. There are 3 humans, 2 female, 1 male. Two half-orcs, both male.
And this is just in the bar? Or is this group?
Just the group,
This
I think.
This group. The bar has
wow,
about,
that's a lot of
the
people.
bar has about 300 patrons.
Oh, what's hopping?
There is 2 tieflings. One is specifically the conventional tiefling, red skin, long tail. Looks like the way that they're actually designing their outfit is actually looks like the wings are actually draped over their shoulders, so they actually drape like a cape. The other one is actually wingless, and they're actually paled skin. They actually look like they have a humanoid colored skin. They actually have short horns. The one that actually has short horns is actually the male. The one with the wings is the female. And that's it.
Okay.
Do your
Well-
checks. I won't give you any more descriptions of the physicality, but you can at least get their races.
Mm-hmm. Are they just like...
They're still kind of having like their talk. They are.
Are
Not
they?
being-
Does it look like? Does it like? Do I get the idea that they're debriefing, like they just got done with the mission, or they're about to gear up to go out?
You assume based
From-
off when you're passing before, they're talking about doing the mission, not finishing the mission. So it looks like
Got
they're
it.
probably ready to go. Maybe not immediately. It could either be in a few seconds. It could be in a few days. You didn't really listen into the details of when it was happening. It was kind of like, almost like you kind of like it pinged in your head like a heist. Like they're talking
Yeah.
about like, all right, I got this, you got that. Let's check mark everything off. All right, we need a couple more things, and then we can get this going.
Okay.
And I got a
Go
thought.
ahead. Yeah.
I just remembered the bartender who gave me the list. I had asked her about people who would know the comings and goings and all the things going on. And with a nickname like Treasure, and I point to the group, maybe
Maybe.
we
I don't
go
know,
ask
it seems
them
like-
and-
It seems like we might be able to get some treasure of our own. Are you a sneaky man? I know you're a big guy, but can you sneak?
No.
No,
I could make a really
Twinkle
good
toes.
distraction.
because I did overhear them saying something about sneaking to get the next part of their adventure, and I feel like, I feel like we could definitely follow along at a distance and just kind of like jump in at the last second and grab the treasure for ourselves. But that would expect us not being detected.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
Both of
I
you,
could take.
both of you, just give me a sleight of hand check. This is specifically to see
Right.
how obvious you guys are being by watching them.
Now we're 20 with for a 28.
17.
Okay. So,
Nice.
Okay, so you guys are doing a pretty good job of not making it obvious that you're watching a group. You're watching them without actually watching them, so to speak.
Yeah.
And no one's really taking into account that you guys are kind of being the oddballs in the group. So no one's really paying attention to you as far as you
Okay,
can tell.
We only live once. Let's go for it.
Let's do it. As soon as they leave, we'll get that we'll follow them. But we got to keep a safe distance.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We're
And
gonna
then
come back
before
to you
we
guys, 'cause
leave,
you're not
I'm
leave
gonna take
immediately.
off my heavy armor
Nope.
to try and be less.
Well, where are you gonna
Like-
put your heavy armor? Because you can't. If you
In
carry it, you're
my
still gonna make
Designer
noise.
luggage.
No one's gonna nick it.
I'm just gonna roll it up, make it a little less quiet, but that's
Okay.
fine.
That's fine. That works. That's fine. Okay, so well, that's gonna take some time before they leave. So we're gonna switch back up to the other group. So between Mixus, Xander, and Helga, what are the three of you doing?
Would Mixus have come back to one
She
of
never
us?
really went too far from you.
Okay.
Sure.
Just start like skipping around, like do 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 do, and I
Well,
touch
if
all the
Mix-
trees. Do,
If
do,
Mixus would have mentioned people in like robes or cloaks or whatever going to pray or whatever to the trees, I would want to look for a temple.
Like Mixus says, you touch each tree. Eventually, as you pass each one, you kind of hear like a whisper. It's like, "Oh, that's the one who gave our brother a name. I want a name. Did you get a name? No, I didn't get a name. I want a
You
name."
want a name? You're Violet.
Violet.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds awesome. I love being Violet. Thank you. Violet
Yeah,
sounds so
that's a-
cool.
So Mixus, all these trees. I mean, are you gonna be able to remember which one's which? What are you gonna do if you call blue violet and violet blue?
I'll remember them. They all have different voices.
Oh.
Of course they do. But anyways, I think we should look for some sort of religious establishment if they're.
So I found out Mother, who is underneath, is the oldest thing, oldest like a plant or tree in this area, and all of these trees are connected to her by the roots. And the queen and king or whatever royal people here take care of Mother. She's very old. I guess she's very fragile. But they put a good word in for her for me. And we need to, potentially maybe Mother would know where Norran is. I did ask the trees to look out to see and whistle if they happen to see Norran.
Okay,
Oh,
I
good.
did sense with my chimes that there's some sort of evil demonic presence underneath us, so
Oh,
it's still vague
Well-
because it's under her, but
I don't know if it's like, I mean,
Corruption. In
it's just
general.
probably, this world is, that kind of
Sure.
stuff. But we
Yeah.
can't hurt Mother because then it would kill all the other trees.
okay, we'll keep that in mind. Hopefully Mother's cool and nice and not evil. Trying to kill us.
The
Or holding on to Norran's soul or
Blue
something.
put in a good word for me with Mother.
Oh, good. We need all the help we can get.
Yep. And
Oh.
so, but you know what? We should walk around. Maybe we'll
Yes.
stumble across to something. And you said you wanted to look for the people with the cloaks. Well, so, the trees were saying that they come around and give them magic periodically through the days and so on. Because you see those lights over there, the green lights over there that keep switching off and on. Those actually give them light and actually give them food.
Oh.
And they actually like magic. Magic is what they feed off of.
Mm.
Getting, I'm just getting
Alright.
cult vibes. That's all. So I figured we
A
can
little bit.
check a
A little bit.
little
Well, it's been a
religious
while since I've been a part of
establishment.
cult, you know.
It's been a minute. I kind of
Especially
missed it a
if
little
we're-
bit, I'll be honest.
So
Especially if we're
literally,
dealing with souls and shit. That seems very
literally,
high and
literally,
mighty.
as soon as that happens, Mixus is gonna just take off and start skipping along the way.
All right, come on,
We'll
Xander. You
follow
can't.
behind, yeah.
I'm
can't-
skipping
If
pretty
there's a market or
fast.
something, we can see what's
Skip,
along the way.
Skip,
what's different
skip,
stuff
skip.
there.
I'm gonna get distracted by anything shiny very quickly.
And all the
just saying.
trees.
And the trees, because I gotta give them names.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, this is Helga's having flashbacks to like when she first met Mixus, and she's like, "Oh my god, we're never gonna get anything done."
Well, we still have to find Renora and
I'm gonna go up to this
Murph,
tree.
Maybe we'll run into them.
Xander, we've made it 20 feet, and she's stopped 80 times.
We're fine.
I'm gonna stop
We'll
at
get
this
somewhere.
tree.
There's no sun. Who knows what time it is? Okay.
I'm gonna name this
The
tree
people who sent
Magenta.
us here.
Okay.
That's who they
I'm
are.
gonna
An
ask
illusion.
I'm gonna ask Magenta. Magenta, have you seen a large Goliath that's pale and a half orc that is bright green?
Oh, you described them?
Oh, you see,
Uh,
yeah,
Yes,
Magenta.
I'm asking
Let's ask
Magenta, the tree.
Give me persuasion check with
Next.
advantage, because they've already talked about you.
Persuasion with advantage.
Yep.
Corey.
14.
14. Oh, Goliaths around here, I'm assuming you're being the big giant ones, and then like a lot of orcs, the ones with the teeth, they're not around here so much. So I did see a couple of them together, and I'm pretty sure they went in, and then you kind of like see like a wind kind of come by, like push the trees, like the branches that way, and then the branches go over south, like or it goes like south.
Are you sure?
southwest.
You sure it was a pale Goliath, not a gray one, just a pale skinned Goliath.
I don't know what those colors are. I mean,
I don't know.
I point to
That is color.
I point. I go,
What is the
1 second, and I change myself into spring. Be like, paler than this.
oh yeah, much paler than that.
Okay, sounds sounds good. And then the other one, and go back to green. And the other one looked like this color?
Kind of like that, but not so bright.
Okay, sounds good. And your name is Magenta, by the way.
Ooh, Magenta. I told you I was gonna have a cooler name than you. Suck it.
What is it called?
Creepy.
Oh, and don't mind my friends here. This is Xander. He likes to play music. So if you
And
ever
the
need a song, he'll play a song. And this is Helga, and she's just upset because of the fact that I'm talking to the trees. So she can't speak with you guys. So she's just, I think she's a little jealous. So yeah.
That's usually what it is. I see people all the time and they're always like, those trees sucks. Like, because they don't want to talk to us. They're just not smart enough. It's just like they don't care.
Right. You guys are very nice. And you've been very helpful. So would you, Magenta, be able to put in a good word for Mother with me?
I was already told about that, but I'll actually make sure that everybody on this side, they keep up, and we make sure we take care of it.
Okay, and you heard about Norran, right? So if you see Norran, let me know. Just whisper.
Hey,
okay?
everyone, you heard her. We will put in a good word with Mother, and we'll make sure we keep out with that elf. Got it?
Nice.
Yeah, we got it. Got it. All right.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry, I got
You're
you.
so sweet. Thank you.
Oh, you are
All
quite
right.
welcome.
And I move on.
And as Meeksus is talking, we're probably doing the walk and talk thing. Me and Helga are probably walking ahead a little bit.
It's one of those where like she stops and it's like, okay, we'll walk down to the end of the aisle and wait.
Right.
Mixus,
And then
you
walk down
Scamper back up to them.
Mixus, you swear that as you're walking away, as like Magenta is like being all cocky, he's like, "Ha, I got a name." You swear to God, like the wind almost made it look like he's flipping a bird to his brother.
I like these trees. They're fun.
I love it.
I come running up to him.
Oh, that's all right, Meeksus. I understand you have a mission of naming all the trees and getting information. We love that.
That makes one of
But
us.
we're
Xander.
exploring. Yes.
I did tell them, it might be helpful if you want to sing along. The trees will appreciate it, just so you know. Like strum a little tune while we're walking.
Okay. I will play a little ditty.
Oh yes, let's draw
little
attention
ditty.
to ourselves, please.
A little ditty.
A little bitty.
Don't mind if I do.
We already draw
Maybe
Me be the center of tension? Never.
Well,
We already-
or something, I would go maybe in the
We
market or
already
something.
draw
I would stand on top of
attention.
that, make my own
I'm
platform.
green, you're red, and he's blue. I'm pretty sure we already show attention.
Right.
Pull
and
out
so,
his loot. Dun
Yep.
me?
Right. So why must we gather more attention?
It's be fun.
Because I identify as a problem.
Oh, by the way, the tree said they saw Norran and they saw our others, and they went towards that way. And I point.
Oh,
The
Helga
direction
is
that
now
they-
wishing
Very good.
that she would have went with Murph and Renora to the bar.
We'll get there. It's the
They
journey.
went that way, so we'll just have to go
It's
find them.
about
But
the
first, we wanted to
journey.
find a chapel or some kind of
Yes.
place, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Ideally, yes,
Absolutely.
but again,
Okay.
we've moved 20 feet and you've stopped 80 times.
Talking. We're walking and
Hey,
talking.
let's just
we're walking
go.
and talking.
Let's go this way, and we're going this way because I'm
And we're
guessing
talking
this is a.
and we're walking.
I'm
and
guessing
we're
this is a
walking
church
and
up here.
Yep.
And we're talking about our feelings.
Fuck this and fuck that and
Oh,
Helga's just mad at everything like an angsty little teenager.
yes, she is. She
Okay.
is an
All
angsty little
What
teenager.
chaps
It's
do we
great.
see? Yeah.
Is
Between the
that
eyes.
a chapel or somewhere that you need to go? Right there?
So, this is a monastery, chapel. This is a
Okay.
mansion over here.
Okay.
Because we're gonna probably come around this corner and be like, "There you go! There's the big religious building you needed." Right? Helga, that's what you wanted, right?
That's where I would like to go, yes. That's
Okay.
where I think is most useful.
Okay,
Minus
let's
the bar.
go. Let's go.
Okay.
Quiet.
Hi.
Shh.
It's
Because
here. There's
I'm
a lot
too-
of people.
I'm 3 feet from you. I can hear you just fine. There's no need to yell.
But you're taller, so you have to scream for it. I have to yell so you can hear
That's just an excuse to yell. Anyways, I'm going in the building.
Sure. I'll go with her.
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to the trees.
Okay.
Okay,
Someone-
you keep a
Don't
lookout for us,
move.
Nieces. If something happens, or you see some cloaked people, or it looks like a bad situation, run back in here. Unless we come.
I'm gonna start going through these trees and touching them and be like, and your name is Blueberry, and your name is this.
Oh boy, there's Blue and Blueberry. Are they twins? Like what? Like
Adopted.
Maybe they're my cousins.
adopted.
It's like a senior junior situation, but
And
Oh,
you're
absolutely.
Indigo,
blueberry
and you're
blueberry pie.
Sapphire, and
Oh no. They don't talk about Cobbler, the cousin.
They don't. No, Cobbler disowned himself from the family.
We don't talk about.
We don't talk about Cobbler.
We don't talk.
It does. It really does.
But Crumble is Grandma's favorite.
I feel like Crumble.
What about Strudel?
Strudel is
I mean, really.
Crumble's child.
And it circles back to the bakery idea.
Strudel eloped
Yeah, right.
with Crumble or with
Alright.
Cobbler.
You guys didn't
So we're
know
going in
that
at
you.
the-
All right.
You
Anyway,
guys didn't know you tuned into a baking soap opera.
right, honestly, we're making our own like baking / trees soap opera.
God.
Okay, they go in the building. I'm gonna stay outside.
Okay.
Can I actually try to climb this tree after I go name all these little blue ones right here?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I'm gonna ask the tree if I can climb it first, obviously.
Immediately you get up to the tree. The tree's like, "Oh, I've been told about you. Hi. Want I
God.
get a name too?
yes, but can I climb up on you? Is that okay?
Of course you can. You aren't even look that big, so it won't even be much of a problem. Come on, get out of here."
And I just get up on there and like have a conversation with the tree while they're inside.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so you guys go inside. Which building did you guys go into?
Ye
one?
old.
Okay.
Ye old
Ye old
monastery.
religious
Ye old
monastery.
chapel.
Okay.
Well, there's a chapel and then there's a monastery. So which one?
Oh.
do you guys go
Let's go monastery. That sounds creepy.
Go to the chapel.
We want to go to the
Oh,
chapel
chapel?
first. Chapel first.
Oh, chapel first, then the steeple. Okay.
to? Okay. So you go in the chapel. Let's see what time of the day would it be. Okay, so you walk into the chapel. Currently, there is a session service. Doors are not locked, but you do see this long procession of booths of many nobles in the front and many more peasants in the back. You see someone in the far end with long white, like draped cloak, hood down, reading some kind of sermon. I don't know
Is the
what
sermon
hell's going
in
on,
common?
but, the sermon is in Elvish.
But here's the here's the church. Here's the steeple.
People open the doors
open
and see all the
see all the
people.
people. Close the doors. Hear them pray, and
That's why
open
I
the doors,
started.
and they all walk away.
God.
Oh.
We're adults.
Shadow puppets.
Honestly.
Oh, Lord.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got my cootie shop. Put through the
Yep.
button, pull the lever. Now I got the shop forever.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Hey,
Um,
I got a kid. I got an excuse.
That's fair.
Helga, do you speak Elvish?
I just asked
Nope.
a child. It's fine.
I sure don't either.
I
Cool.
sure
So this
don't.
guy's just rambling, and is it crowded, or
It's very crowded. Almost every spot is taken.
can we just kind of like stand against the standing room only? Just kind of like shuffle in and like just crowd what? Like
Yeah, I mean, you could just stand there and just watch. Yeah, sure.
Do I notice any like? Can I tell like who are they worshiping? I guess.
You can give me a religion check.
I would help, but that's not going to be much help.
Whom is your god?
No, it's poop.
This is your thing, Xander.
7. I know, it sucks.
It's hard to tell. You can assume that there's more
Just
than
for
one
fun,
god
can
that's
I do
specific.
one too?
You proficient with religion?
No, of
Then
course not. Of course not. I figured I'd ask. What's the tone? Like, we can't understand what he's saying, but like, is he speaking like softly? Is he like
softly.
aggressive?
It's very soft. It's very. I'll say you both can give me a perception check on at least maybe the feel of the room. Maybe either perception or insight check to kind of get a feel of the room. Maybe you can't understand, but maybe you can kind of maybe get the gist of what this is about.
Perception for me is a spooky 20.
Spooky 20.
Nice. You're the guide.
Based off the looks of the people, the way some people are dressed, the way the sermon is very calm, you've seen that it's either A, someone has passed, and all these people are here to pay respects, or B, this is a prayer to make sure no one does pass, and is constantly talking about the people that have been lost before, but not about a specific person.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you guys are the dicks for interrupting a funeral service or a remembrance service.
Right. Just saying.
And not understanding it.
Thanks, Nora.
Like, huh? Yeah,
we're very
anytime. I'm
quiet.
here to point out.
We're not talking super loud or anything. We're just standing in the back, just kind of observing.
Just picture they walk in and then they're like, oh shit, and they just try to close the door quietly and it goes bang.
Like, it doesn't it doesn't register as loudly until they try to leave and like just knock everything over on the way. It's like, oh shit, oh I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like,
They don't have ye old translator for those who don't speak Elvish, do they?
I know, and I just got rid of tongues, and I was
The
like,
old
of
translator.
course. The one time.
like the sign
I
language
guess mix this
guy
shit
off
went
to the
in.
side.
Yeah.
There is no
Makes this
translator.
window.
Can I quickly pop outside and be like, hey yo! We need you!
Me?
Yes,
You
you!
need me?
Yes!
Quiet.
But you
Okay.
have to be quiet, it's a funeral.
The tree. Is it a funeral?
You can give me a... Oh yeah, because you speak Elvish. As you're listening in the
No, I asked the
No, they're
tree
asking
if it
the
was a
tree if
funeral.
it's a
Oh,
funeral.
you asked the tree? The tree does not.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, I have to go for a second. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, okay, bye.
And I scurry down the tree. So what do you want me to do, Helga?
We can't understand what he's saying, but we gotta
Oh.
be quiet.
Okay, I can do that. And I'm gonna roll a stealth.
Okay.
14.
Okay, give me 14.
And he's like,
Yeah, they're really focused. It's really busy in here. If you're listening in, you can definitely tell the sermon is respecting the people who have passed, not specific about someone who just passed recently. And they're praying to... It's hard to understand specifically since the Elvish is a little different here. But it's specifically a certain dialect of mother. They're constantly praying to someone of a mother origin. Have mother protect our lost and protect us from losing more.
And I look at Papa and Xander like, so it's a memorial service, not for someone who just recently died, but to remember all of they have died. And they're asking Mother to protect their dead and protect their living. So I'm guessing Mother is the tree, like I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
That's down below. And they're just trying to pay respects. And it's a dialect of Elvish that's a little different. I kind of like it. It's a nice little flavor.
So then, maybe we should go head up the monastery and leave these people
You should be
to
very
their...
quiet.
Yes,
Can you be quiet, Olga? Can you be quiet?
I can do my best to be quiet. I'm more worried about Xander and his one-man band, Mr. Cowbell over here.
Okay. Let's be
I
quiet.
have the headcanon that as soon as you guys open the doors and are outside, Xander's like, to the monastery! And like the doors aren't fully shut, so the people in the funeral like kind of hear it.
Shut up! I'm just holding it in. I'm just holding my.
Right, you're like-
and I'm like,
Xander, do you need to go take a dump? Like, you look really like...
Do you need to... Oh, God.
You okay?
Shut up! I have the
Like,
best dirge ready to go.
I hate being this quiet all the time. Let's go.
Okay, let's go outside. And I just scurry outside.
Okay.
We get about 5 feet away and go, oh, thank God!
Oh my god, both of you, shut up!
I didn't.
Is
We're
it not?
fine! Are you fine? I
Yes!
am magnificent! Let's
my
go to
God.
this monastery.
Just being quiet. You hear this? This is my inside voice. I'm very quiet.
Good, I'm proud of you.
I love
Alexis.
that.
Good job.
Love that journey. Okay.
Love that journey. Yes, good job.
I love
Alright,
that
to
for
the
you.
monastery. Love that for you.
Now we have to go. Or
Keep on
you're saying
shining.
you're saying you want to go in this building now?
I might as well. I mean, just to check it out. We don't really know anything about this place, so
Which building?
They
The
want to go to the
monastery.
monastery.
Okay. So as you get close to the monastery, you're immediately restricted back as you see several guards wearing full paladin armor and pikes. They just stop
Okay.
you.
Hello.
It's not for you.
Oh.
Why?
You do not have
Is
permission
it-
to enter. We do not know you. Please turn around.
Oh, let me introduce myself. My name is Xander the
Oh,
Magnificent.
God.
Immediately
This
interrupting
is
you, they
Helga.
both put their
This is
pikes in your
Magnificent.
face. It's like, you can turn around, or we can take care of you ourselves.
You guys gotta really
they-
lighten up.
Are they elves?
It's hard to tell, they're in full armor.
I'm just gonna start saying, "Hi, my name is Mixis," in every language I know: Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elf, Giant, or
Just-
in Primarial.
Jesus. Walking
They
to
just see this
They're-
little
they're-
green
they're
thing
like-
start speaking in tongues
okay.
until eventually, hi, I'm Mixus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Nixis. I don't care
It's
who
like
you
a
are.
sliding
You gotta go that
radio.
way.
Mhm.
But mother knows me.
Well, that's good that your mother knows you.
No,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
mother.
No, the
The mother.
mother.
The
Okay.
mother.
They like look at each other confused. They're like, okay, well, that's nice, good for you, but
Is the building closed off all the time, or is it just while the ceremony's going on?
we don't know what ceremony you're talking about, but this is restricted to all civilians.
Hmm.
Okay.
So only members of the what is it, Xander? Emergence of the cleric
Cult?
people?
Is
Like,
it a cult?
wow, way to ask him directly. No, I meant like people who religious.
You guys
folk.
are cults, right? You're still a cult.
Cult?
You guys are evil, right? Evil? Yeah? Okay, good.
Oh, no, your fellowship. Your fellowship. That's the way to put it. Fellowship.
So it's
Okay. Well, I guess we
Those-
can't go in there.
That's great. Cult? I mean, fellowship?
Shit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, because I'm bored, I'm just gonna go back over here and try to see if I can talk to another tree to see if where our friends are. I talk
do
to
they
this
have?
one right here.
I mean, for what it's worth, do they have any like symbols on their armor? Like, I wouldn't be able to recognize
Yeah.
any like religious symbols,
look-
but
look to
I
do
mean,
the
you
same
could
thing.
give me a perception check if you're good at perception, otherwise religion check if you got proficiency with religion.
All right, I'll do religion. Come on, money.
Money? Who?
Money.
Where? Money? Where?
Money?
All right, we
From the
got
tree.
a 19.
19.
and I got a 15 on perception.
The specific, none of you have recognized this symbol before, but the symbol itself is a circular rune. It specifically has what looks like, it kind of looks like the Tree of Life on it. The difference is it's actually upside down. It is all one color. It is specifically gold with a silver round around it. And it seems like as you start walking around, you see certain nobles actually have this patch like on their shoulder. And it's always the same color.
I'm sorry, you said the tree was gold and silver, or the top was.
The
upside
rune
down
is gold.
tree.
The outside
Yeah.
part that actually is the plaque that holds the rune is silver. There is no coloration for the tree. It's just all one mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, gold. Very good.
And you said like a lot of the like nobility, or at least people dressed more like like this is a common symbol.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like anybody who has some kind of like authority around here has this symbol somewhere, whether it's like maybe on a glove, or it's actually a necklace, or it's part of their jacket, something like that. like the business emblem sort of thing.
Okay. Well, good day to you. We're just new in town and doing some preparation and exploring and sightseeing, as you would say. Where's the nearest you mix this? Where'd you say they were?
They just point. The trees just said they were that way.
Okay, what's the nearest bar in? And I follow Mixus, and I'm like, that way.
I'm going to ask the tree over here.
Okay, Mixus.
Okay, so you ask the tree. The tree kind of like moves its direction towards the establishment where they're at. You'd be like, well, that's the closest one.
They're over there. And I point to the established. Oh, by the way, your name is Plum.
I'm Plum.
Yeah, your name is Plum.
Ooh, Plum. That sounds.
Yep.
Mixus,
nice.
have you ever named a tree and they were like, oh god, I don't like it? Or does every tree just naturally agree with you? I have to know.
Well, people don't usually name trees because they don't think about the feelings of a tree and how, you do things to trees and you don't actually think about how that they're alive and that they actually have a personality and they have a life and, that
Okay,
kind of stuff.
end of the story, Mixus. Yes or no?
No, they've all appreciated them because
Okay,
they've
that's all
never
I
given a name before.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going into the bar.
Love-
I've got a headache.
Alright.
I'm going into the bar.
Yeah, let's see if we can find our friends.
I'm
Okay.
gonna ask the tree.
And I could do a performance that will wow the whole
Okay,
show.
so we're gonna
God.
backtrack about 10 minutes because you guys would have really went like a long path to find them. So
I'm in the bar yet myself.
we're gonna backtrack a little bit. All right, so back to Murph and Renora. You're in most of your drink in. So both of you need to give me a Constitution saving throw. Renora, if you're taking your time, you can give it to me with advantage again. Murph, advantage as well.
Ooh, 13.
If I can hoard me liquor.
What do you mean?
What'd you get, Murph?
I'm here for it.
An 8.
8.
Oh no.
Maybe I can't.
It's not noticeable right away, but after some time progresses, it's quite obvious that Murph is like handle it very good, but you can tell that like eventually just kind of starts like kind of like losing balance and starts like slurring. Yeah, just kind of like waving around. Just starts like talking about like looking somewhere else.
Oh, cool.
Can I try and make eye contact with the other Goliath?
I got a 13.
Ooh.
Sure.
Found true love.
Just like eyeball the Goliath. Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, was the other Goliath? It's a.
Yeah, he's with. Yep.
Oh,
he's
it's a
with
he.
him.
I thought you were like making eyes at them, like
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not, but next time don't assume regardless.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
I'll
like,
assume that you're always making eyes at everybody.
exactly.
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 Don't underestimate me.
Or overestimate me, right in the middle. Just
Right.
estimate. Just estimate. So I'm gonna, and if he makes eye contact back, I just want to kind of give him like just a little posture,
Okay.
like a what?
You became giant. To say
Okay,
so.
give me an intimidation check then.
Ooh. This is gonna be good.
Bro.
Hey,
bro.
17.
No, I know how.
Come at me, bro.
All right, he looked at you. He's just like, "What the fuck? Why is this guy looking at us? Like, holy shit! What the fuck, dude? Oh, okay. Maybe just don't fuck with that guy. You see that? Fuck is up with that dude? Like, he's just eyeballing me up something hard.
Gonna smack Murph on the arm, and be like, "Dude, what are you doing? You're drawing attention to us."
I might have drunk more.
Children.
He looked at me funny.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. Can you pick a fight with anybody else instead of the people that were staking out, please?
With anybody?
Like even a little bit, just a little bit, please.
So anybody else, just
And
not
this-
the people that we're actively going to be
At this-
stealing from in a few minutes here.
At this point, Helga walks in and Murph's like, you.
Got it. No problem. And I walk back to the bar and just like, even if she's not nearby, I'm gonna grab at the bartender girl and be like, I need 4 more immediately.
No, I'm good. I'm like
not in
just
the
indicate like no.
I'm not in the bar
Me,
yet.
no.
No.
Pixis is
Okay,
not
Murph-
in the bar yet.
Okay.
You guys wouldn't
Fine.
they wouldn't have arrived yet, but
Oh,
Got
okay.
it. 2 more.
Okay.
No, I
buying
was
one
just
for
saying,
Hogan.
yeah.
Patient.
Okay.
about this
Got it.
point, after they're like, "What the fuck's that glass?" Well, don't worry about it. We should probably get on with our. Yeah, let's get going. This is a little fucking weird. All right, so they start heading out through the front door, the same one that you guys came out of.
Why do you have to be drunk right now? Murph, just stay here. Don't move. And then I'm just gonna go after that. I'm gonna give it the appropriate amount of time.
Okay.
Whatever that is. A minute, 45 seconds.
Okay, fair enough.
Before I come out and follow them.
And she
golden
goes to
time.
follow him out. I'm just gonna yell, "Be stealthy and steer shit!"
Okay.
Number one in my heart,
Where's the like the main entrance? Is it right here, or is it right there, or is it on the side? Okay, it's right there.
Yep.
Okay. So I would say I was in this tree. Over here.
Okay.
I'm in the
Alright.
tree.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So, do you both actually, as far as Murph and Rona, do you follow?
I want Murph to stay at the table. And I want to follow at an appropriate distance.
After
Give me
an
a-
So I
appropriate
will
amount of
wait.
time.
I will count out their steps and wait. Match their pace, kind of shit.
Give me a stealth check then.
I'm gonna sit at the bar moping
23.
because I realize I'm drunk and she's right.
Okay. So
As in most cases.
you were doing a very good
As
job
in-
following them. You wait a little bit, and you get out of the door. And you notice they start to head south.
Okay.
Mixus, you have no reason to look at this group, but you do eventually notice where you're hanging up the tree. You do see a fellow half orc
That is my friend.
going south.
I talked to the.
You
I'm
don't
telling
know
the
where
tree.
she's going, but she seems to be following somebody. But you have no idea who she's following.
Hey, tree. Do you see what she's following? That
Oh.
green one over there.
Oh, hey guys! What that orc? What's she doing? Oh, she's walking. No, you idiot! Where is she walking to? Oh, hey, give me a second. Hang on, All right, hang on. Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
telephone.
All right, yeah. I think she's following a group of people. Like, there's like a group of 10 people that's heading like towards like the houses in the south. It looks like she's
Oh.
following them.
Oh, do you recognize this group of people?
Oh, let me ask. Hey, did they recognize? Hey, they recognize? Hang on. All right. No, we don't recognize it.
Oh, okay. Alright. Is she still on your path?
Because I'm guessing she walked past me by now.
Yeah. I mean, she's at this point between the communication of like the several trees talking to each other and like playing phone tag back at you. It's been like a minute,
Okay.
so she's moved a distance.
It was nice talking to Periwinkle. I'm going to get down now, okay?
Very well, nice. Why didn't I get a name? I want a name. I want a name too.
No.
What the hell?
Meeks, you gotta
Don't
teach me how
worry.
to talk to trees.
I will get you a
sometime.
name.
That
Don't
looks
worry.
like so
Don't
much
worry.
fun.
Okay.
Don't worry. And I touch, as I walk by, I go, and you are Cobalt, and you are Amethyst, and you are Mulberry, and you are Wine.
Okay.
The tree named Wine. That one's got a
Still the
future.
one.
That one's gotta be nice.
And I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm just gonna follow. And do I see them or no?
Yeah,
Do
I
I
mean,
need-
knowing the specific trees that kept an eye on them, you're able to like keep connecting different trees, and you're able to like figure out that they're actually heading in like this direction, falling down this way.
It's a
Until they
gold
eventually get to
tree.
you eventually notice like at the distance, like you eventually do catch up to where Renora is. Whether or not you want to approach Renora at all, but Renora, you do see that they come around this corner here, and they essentially go inside this house.
Right.
Can you see that, Sarah?
Sorry.
No worries. They went
Had
into
a
this
message.
house.
So,
Say that
They went
again.
in-
so you came around this corner, you stopped
Mhm.
because they decided to go in this house. So instead of following them all the way to the house where it looks like there's nothing down this road, you decided to stop there. Mixus, you would have seen Renora stop. Depends on if
Yeah.
you approach or not.
Before I go,
Yeah, I'm gonna be up in that yellow tree there. Probably.
I was just
to get
about
an
to go by
advantage
the
point.
tree.
Mixus, you can hear a distance in the tree. It's like, who the fuck does she think she is climbing up on me all like this? And then all of a sudden, like,
I just giggle. Be like, Nora, why are you in the tree? Why are you in Goldie? And I tell
Another
and
tree with a
I
bright
tell the
future.
tree. I tell the tree that is named Goldie because it's the only gold tree.
all of a sudden, like, Renora, you can't hear, but it's like, yeah, tell him, Mixus. I'm fucking.
I just
cold.
imagine
Get
it's
off
like
me, get
branches
off
just
me.
rustling. Like,
Yeah.
What? Nora, why are you in the tree?
You get a paper cut from a leaf.
for a vantage point. Why don't you come up here? Come talk
Okay.
to me up here.
Is it okay, Goldie, if we're in the tree?
You asked. Consent is always nice. You can come up.
Okay. Is it okay that my friend's in there? You're not gonna throw her out of the tree, right?
She's your friend. Just let her know next time. It's nice to
Ask.
ask for permission.
Okay, I will.
We cannot ascend without consent.
Not ascend without consent. Oh my god, that's the best. That
Do not
needs to go on
ascend
the
without
quote board.
consent.
Okay, I'm gonna go up the tree.
I don't know if
like,
Tanner can follow.
hi. What are you doing in the tree?
Well, you see, there's a group of people down here that have
Oh, yeah, you
the
were
know-how
following them.
on some treasure.
Oh,
We just gotta be
okay.
sneaky, and then we can take the treasure for
Oh,
ourselves.
what did they ask? What did they say? What did they say?
They said they had treasure.
What kind of treasure?
They did say they had treasure.
Oh.
Hold on.
I'll rephrase what they said. So they were specifically
Thank you.
saying that they're trying to get a specific item that is underneath the castle.
Yes, they have a key.
And they have a key
like,
to get
they
to
just-
it. And they don't want to have
They
any
just need to
combat
get some
involved.
stealth. Yes, they don't want any combat.
Did they say what it is?
You didn't
At
hear
all?
what they
I
actually
did
said
not-
it was.
Catch what
Oh.
it was.
So the reason
thought
why you
they
think
said something
treasure
about the
is that
mother.
one of the names on the list, their nickname is called Treasure.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
I thought you had said something, hun, about mother. That they were talking about mother previously. Or did I not? Did I hear that wrong?
If I said it by accident, but
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean for them to say that.
Okay.
Okay, so they're trying to get something under the castle. Well,
So we are staking them out currently, so we need to be as quiet as we can so we can take this key from them before they go retrieve what it is.
so I should let you know some things.
Yeah.
All the trees are connected by a single root, and there is a mother tree.
Ecosystems and whatnot.
There's a mother tree under the castle that a lot of these people worship.
Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah. And Xander said something about it felt like his little chimey thing said demonic-y or whatever, that kind of stuff. And I go, Goldie, your mother's a good mother, right?
You asked Goldie directly?
Yes.
Oh, she's the best. She's the best.
Okay. Well,
That's
the trees are connected, and they put in a good word for me with Mother, who's the mom tree. And I guess the queen and the king, or whatever royals of this place, like, they look after her because she's fragile, and she's really old. But she brings forth all the trees, and they're all connected, and they all live together. And also, Goldie says next time you should ask if you can climb a tree.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Okay, because they're all connected. So,
I'll get right on
But
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
So are you saying? So are you saying that these people are trying to get under the castle, or is it people that they're trying to get to Mother? Would that be a bad thing? Goldie, is that a bad thing if someone tries to get to your mom?
Oh, I mean, it depends on the person. I mean, they could be there to help her. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean,
Did you see the people that walked by?
I mean, I saw them. Yeah.
If in your opinion, do you think they are shady or bad people?
In your tree opinion.
Well, they didn't really
Get
good.
it, shady.
They didn't really do a good job of putting any shade on
They're
me.
known
I could
for
definitely
their-
use some shade
for
right
their
now.
character.
This is a little wet.
Oh.
They didn't really
Oh.
do a good job putting shade on me.
Well, I bet that's okay. But those people that walked by, if they were gonna go down under the ground to go and maybe see Mother, because they're saying that they're supposed to try to go get something from under the ground, under the castle. They have the key. Do you think they mean they're going to go find your mom?
I mean, I was told there's a lot of really, really like interesting things down there. I don't know. I mean, Mom's pretty big. Like, she's really big.
Okay. So
She
no
got
one
her
could
own
just
zip
like
code.
steal her, right? No one
No,
could just steal
no.
her.
And
Everybody just
trust
had
me-
your mama so
trust me,
big.
she would put up a good fight before anybody would.
Oh, okay. Okay, then that's okay.
Mom's really,
Alright.
really strong. Like, really strong.
Oh, she's really strong. Okay.
She's really strong.
So it sounds
Renora, their mom is really strong, so it must not be the tree that they're trying to get. So he did say that there's other treasures down there, so maybe that's what they're after. There's like some new, cool, neat stuff down there.
for sure, Mixus. I'm thinking that this is where we all want to go, because it sounds like what you and Xander are saying is kind of echoing what I overheard. So Murpha is drunk in the tavern up there. If you can get him and rally up the troops, I will be waiting here and keep an eye on the group. Keep an eye on this group. If you don't see me in this tree, then meet me in
Then I'm dead.
the basement of the castle.
Oh, or did you go in the house? Like, why aren't we just going in the house?
We're not gonna make ourselves known to these people. There is like
Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
10.
10 people.
Do you want me to ask the trees to keep an eye on them too?
That would be so helpful.
Okay,
Thanks,
Goldie.
Goldie, as I pat like the branch.
Goldie,
That's the you don't touch there. No, don't touch that
What?
spot.
Oh, that's no.
Can I understand that?
No.
No,
I don't think so.
I'm turned
I'm like,
gross
yeah.
and I just go,
You have to ask before you can pat.
Hey.
Renora, that's not a good spot to touch a tree, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Goldie, can you ask your brothers and
Tell me on your
sisters to
tongue where
keep
the
an
bad
eye?
half-orc patted you.
Can you keep an eye on the people that were in this actual house? Maybe all your brothers and sisters probably could get a better vantage point, seeing that some of them are closer and surrounding. And keep an eye on them and let us know when they're on the move.
I mean, how are we gonna tell you?
Whistle to me.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Try it now.
okay.
Move your branches.
So like they start like waving and they start doing like the way they communicate to each other, whistling.
Go.
It just sounds like someone like actually like blowing through like an actual like leaf in the wind, kind of like that.
See? I know what that is. It's okay. You're good. So if I hear that, I know that they're on the move.
Oh, okay, that
Xander's
works.
just like, what's so windy? Why is it so windy?
Okay, I'm gonna get down now, but Renora's gonna stay in the tree. This is Renora, my friend, Renora, Goldie, Renora. There we go.
Oh god.
and
Goldie.
I'm gonna go find our
Hello,
friend.
tree.
He says hi. Or they say hi, technically, because...
Yes.
Yeah. They say hi. And then I'm gonna just I'm get down and I'm gonna run back to the tavern.
Okay.
Helga has definitely gotten an alcoholic beverage and is sitting next to Murpha. Just
Yeah.
Well, I already got you one of the ones that we were.
Oh,
so
you
we
are
so
the
would we have walked in the
greatest.
tavern by now?
What's going on?
Helga's drinking with Murph because
You guys would have got to a
Okay.
tavern after Mixus would have already left, so you guys don't even know where they went. You would have seen seen Murph, but yeah.
Okay.
That's for future me to
So-
figure out. Helga needs
Yes.
a drink.
So we walk in the tavern, and do I see Murph from across the room?
I'll say that,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, like, he's
It's
not
Murph.
hard to miss.
Yes.
So yeah, you're able to
Murph,
see him.
I just pull up a seat next to him and I'm like,
Yeah,
You
just
look like
tell-
you
just,
lost.
like, well,
you lost.
Bullshit.
I don't know what you lost, but you lost something.
Miranda, what are you doing here?
I
Where
didn't
is
get to go
Renora?
on the stealth mission.
Oh man, oh, that's all right, buddy. You'll get there. Well,
So
we're all on it.
loud.
You're.
It's okay, Murph.
But I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a grand old time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they do around here
Oh.
for fun?
Drink.
Drink?
Cheers.
God. What?
Thunder.
You didn't get me one? Thanks. God. Is there any entertainment here?
There's currently music playing,
Hmm.
and no, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Not today.
Not
today.
today. Maybe
Alright.
after we get into the castle, but not today.
Not today, says the Lord. Says the voice. Alright.
The wind.
Alright.
Say to the god, the
You're
wind.
the
You get a
Lord.
cold chill
Not
down your
today.
spine. Not today.
Not
Says
today.
the overlord,
Oh, God.
not today.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
mother-
Officially the day the music
Not
died.
today.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I just saw
Uh,
one brain cell just go around the entire Discord chat. Just
Alright. Are you two gonna hang out for a bit?
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
I am gonna go see if I could find out more about this mother character, or just let's see what's going on with the town and things like that. So Xander's going to go around, see if he can find a market or whoever people are hanging around with.
Oh, he's gonna leave?
Yeah.
Oh, the markets were the other way. These are all houses over here.
Oh.
Bye, Xander.
I'll see if I can find
Radio
Renora.
drink.
See where Renora went.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Actually, why don't I do this? I'll cast Sending.
Okay.
That'll make things a lot easier on all of us. And I'll cast Sending before I leave and go, hey, Renora! Mixus, where'd you go?
Who are you sending that to?
You can only send it to one person at a time.
To me?
Renora.
Where'd I go? In a tree.
Oh,
God, you're such an asshole.
that's helpful. Okay. Any
Don't burn another
distinguishing
spell slot.
features?
Can we
See
hear
around you.
him having this conversation? How does sending work? for
Sending
the
is
rest of us?
telepathic.
It's telepathic, yeah.
telepathic.
So he
Yeah.
was like, Renora, where are you at? In his mind, I was like, in a tree. Like, cool, thank you for the spell slot waste. Like,
Yeah.
I was gonna try and like take the phone from Xander and be like, "Can you hear me? I'm sorry." What's it?
I'm being very quiet.
I'm sneaky.
Okay.
Well, isn't Mixus on her way back?
Yeah, I'm
Or
on
are
my
we
way
still
back, but
talking
I
at
haven't
this
gotten
time?
there yet.
Oh,
I haven't
right.
gotten
okay.
there yet.
She's busy naming trees still.
Yeah.
No, I'm on my way back. I named a whole bunch of trees on the way.
Alright.
And
So
you.
you're in a tree.
And you. And you.
Great.
And you.
Better trees than grass.
You can only send if you want it. If you send it again, that would be another spell slot.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of wander around the immediate area then.
Okay. Just wandering.
Yeah.
Can I stealth up to him?
Sure.
12. I don't think that worked. I don't know
Well,
what your stealth is like.
what's your passive
What's your
perception?
Mine is 12.
Oh,
Okay, so technically you would actually just be able to sneak up on him.
I'd be like, "Hi, Xander."
Hey, where'd you go?
I went by Nora. Nora. She's in a tree. She's in Goldie.
She told me she was in a tree. Do you know which tree?
Goldie. She's in Goldie.
Oh, My
fuck that
bad. I
means.
haven't met Goldie yet.
Yeah.
You have
Cool.
to teach me how to talk to trees, Mixus. 'cause,
Okay, well
that
that's
would
gonna take a while. So what we're supposed to do is go get Murph and go get all the others because we're going to follow these people who are trying to get under the castle where they're trying to steal treasure down there, and we need to see Mother. And you said you needed to see something down there, so yeah.
I don't know if I needed to see it, but I was feeling it. But yeah, sure, that sounds like a grand time. Let's go get 'em.
I'm just gonna start walking into the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna like hop because I can't see over people. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
and like weave and dive out of people's legs and be like trying to find Murphda and Helga.
Okay.
Do I find them?
Yeah,
Or do I need to do investigation?
Again, it's not
We're
hard
not
to find
hard
them.
to spot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hard to spot, yeah.
the two of us sitting at a bar together probably pretty,
Yeah.
I guess
identifiable.
can I tell if people are like actively like staring us or looking at us?
No one really is.
Okay, that's good.
I'm gonna like go up and like do like where when I find them, I'm gonna like grab both of like one leg of the other and the other leg and be like, you.
Oh god, she's back.
Oh, hey. Oh, good.
So,
Great. We're
Renora-
almost all here.
Renora said to come get you. She's in a tree and she's watching those people. So we're supposed to get you both. And you're supposed to come. You're supposed to follow me.
Murphda, we can go fight things. Ooh.
It's time to fight.
Drain the glass, put it down. Yes, I can do. Fuck being sneaky. Let's go.
Yeah.
How are you going to?
That's a spirit.
Oh, absolutely. I would
Okay.
never miss the chance to fight with Murph.
Okay. And then,
We're
and then
walking through the bar.
I just like
Alright.
walk out of the bar and I just start walking this way and I just kind of look back just to make
Walk
sure that
this
they're
way.
following me.
Okay.
Talk this way.
We
As
are
soon
on
as
her tail.
I see them come around the corner, like get into sight, I'm gonna jump out of the tree and like
Just
be like back over here so that we're like I can still have like a clear eyesight of the place,
Yeah.
but the rest of the group coming around the corner isn't like oh they go the whole scene like we're here to fight like
Right. be like, "Hi, Renora."
Down the battle drums.
Renora's gonna be like my muscle's here and then jump out of the tree.
And I look at him and be like, "Hi, I found them."
really need to get somebody some drugs.
Thank you, Mixus. I know
I
I can
need
always
my
rely on
drum.
you. Helga, Murphda, you guys want to fight?
Do we want to fight?
Do you want to
I would also
fight?
like to have words with them.
As a bear shit in the woods.
You want to? Oh, do you want to talk? You want to talk, Xander? You want to talk
No,
about our
I
feelings?
said yes. I would like to have strong words with them.
Let's go fight!
Yeah.
Fine.
And then,
Did you say there was like 10 of them, right?
There are 10
yeah,
exactly.
but Helga,
I'm dead, man.
I wish Fierna was here too. But between our giant and our barbarian,
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I believe
You're
in them.
confident in our ability,
I'm confident in your guys'
Okay.
abilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
but you're
Well,
not
I believe
confident.
I will.
I believe in
play-
you.
Do you believe in
will-
yourself,
Makes sense.
Renora?
I believe
thing
in
called
you.
love.
I believe that you can do the thing. Helga, you're so strong and tough. You're the toughest motherfucker I've ever met.
So,
You can stop
Wow,
lying.
even tougher than.
with that being said,
Oh my God.
where
I don't know.
are we
I don't know
going
who's
to
tougher.
do
I have to
this
see you guys fight it out.
Oh, don't.
Where are we
don't-
going to do
don't
this
bring
fight?
that up. Don't
Where are we
bring
going to
that
do this fight?
So
Mark,
okay.
his ears
let me get this-
automatically perk
I-
up when he hears us.
I am going to bring them down to the house where these adventurers are at because they have not left.
up, presumably.
And correct me if I'm wrong. We're all together again, right?
We are all
Yes.
together.
Okay.
We're all together.
All right.
We're all together.
I'm working
all
off the drunk stuff.
together now.
I'm trying to hype up Helga and Murphda to get pumped to fight, being
I just
like,
give
yeah,
Murph my water skin. I'm like, you
Jam.
need the. You sure we're not gonna get
Awesome.
arrested
I'm
for
gonna go
this?
who knows, man? And I'm gonna knock on the door. And as soon as like we hear somebody go to answer, be like, "You ready, Murph?"
Will I see that happening?
I'm gonna stand like doing
I'll
fist
get
bumps.
guidance.
I'm
Wait,
fucking
I'm
ready.
expecting you to still be a little bit drunk so that you just
One at a time,
swing.
please.
Yeah, one at a time, everybody, one at a time.
Holy
All right.
Jesus.
All right, so we're all going into the building.
But Mixus is not going to. She's going to go in the tree.
Okay. Is anybody else not going to go in the building?
We're not going into the building. We're starting the
building.
fight at the door threshold.
Yes. We're going to try to get them out.
We're knocking on the door, and as soon as somebody answers, Murta's going to cold clock them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So who's going to?
And the fight will start. I am knocking on the door, and then I'm going to step aside for Murta.
I cast a guidance on Renora and say, Renora, you got this.
All right,
You're so cool.
As you're knocking on the door, just give me an intimidation check to kind of force them to kind of come out.
So you can.
I'm going to be in the tree. Whatever tree's closest.
I'm just gonna slam to the side jam of the door, like next to Renora, just waiting. Kind of still a little drunk.
Ooh, 18.
18.
Yay!
Okay, so you're pounding, trying to force them to come out. Give me a perception check, Renora.
17.
You hear nothing inside.
Hmm.
It is quiet.
I didn't see them leave, and the trees didn't see them leave, correct?
No, you
Right,
did not
the
see
trees
them leave.
didn't-
And the trees did not see
There's
them
a
leave either.
secret door, or they're invisible.
All right,
Trees
I
would
guess
still be able
we're
to
gonna bring the
run.
fight to them instead of them bringing it to us.
Okay.
After you, and then I'll step aside to let Murta kick down the door.
Okay.
I'm going to be the last one inside.
I just raised my foot up about to Sparta kick the door and stop. That was good.
Gonna go see if there was
Bessie!
I was gonna go see if there was a second entrance that they could have snuck out the back.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
We got eyes
Or a
everywhere.
survival check. I'll let you give
We
me
have
either one.
tree eyes. What are you talking
I
about?
Yeah,
need
but
to
you're
your
the only
moment
one
and
who
you're
can
all
understand.
slinking away.
They would have said something to her, though.
Yeah, they would have told me.
I mean, then again, I do get advantage for breaking
I
objects.
can knock down the door.
Yeah, so then break the door because you have advantage on it.
I do.
Bring it. Bring it.
You're so strong, Bessie.
I do.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
This is your moment to hype yourself up. Break the
Do
fucking
it.
door.
Think
Peer
about
pressure. Do it.
channel all your sadness and anger about your dead family into breaking that door.
Oh, thanks, Renora.
Oh,
You are just
Anytime, I'm here for the
Wow.
emotional
For
manipulation.
guidance.
I'm here for the emotional manipulation.
All your emotional damage.
Wow.
that is
Wow.
19.
19. Alright, so you just kick the door open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Inside, you find yourself a simple 2-floor house. On the first floor, as far as you can tell right away, nobody's inside. From first look, though, you do see a large table that has several maps on it, along with some simple tools. There's also a simple kitchen and what looks like a couch with a table out in front, and then at the far back on the left, there's steps that lead upstairs.
Is there any food in the kitchen?
We'll have to check.
I want to go see if there's food in the kitchen. I'm hungry, and Murph needs carbs.
Okay, so
Can
as you look in
I-
the kitchen,
Carb
there
load
is,
before a fight.
there is some dry food. It looks like there is no storage in here for any kind of dry storage. There's no
Mhm.
cold box or anything like that. There is what looks like already mostly eaten bread. This loaf was kind of someone, instead of cutting it, someone just kept ripping off chunks. There is what looks like a couple apples available, tray of some carrots, and that's pretty much it.
Here, Murph, eat this bread.
I'm gonna catch the bread. Can I drunkenly stumble around and just go, handle door trap? Just trying to look to see if I see any kind of handles or trap doors or anything that might, through drunken dumb luck, find the secret passage.
That you trip over something and
Yeah.
Sure, then if you
As
just
I'm
want to, if you want to do it by
punching,
dumb luck,
ah,
if you want to do it by dumb luck, then give me a dexterity check. Because this isn't you looking. This is you just walking around and just seeing. If
I
it
mean,
happens
look,
to
I'm
you.
drunk,
stumbling.
so I'm drunk, so we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Dex. Dexed it.
That's a 17.
Ooh, nice.
So as you're moving around, you're getting some speed around the place you're walking. You do happen to knock against something, and you don't notice it right away, but other people hear a click against it. Nothing changes, but a click does happen. Is you do hear some gears going on the other side. So okay. So for example, this
My
is the
ears
front
perk
door
up.
here.
same.
There's the front here, On the far right is where you walked into the wall, but you're hearing gears activate upstairs.
Okay.
We should
Since
go
I'm drunk,
upstairs.
I'm gonna keep bumping into the wall just to hear the noise over and over again.
Okay, so yeah, the
Keep
gears are
doing
still
that,
going. It's not
Mark.
doing
Just
anything
keep
else.
doing it.
It's just like the you already activated, so there's
You
nothing
hear
else
that?
you can do.
Do you want me to stealth upstairs? I am stealthy.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would love
if you
that,
want.
please.
Okay,
20.
20. Okay, so you make your way upstairs, take into account all the creaks in the steps and all
Oh,
the oddities
I'm
that are
good.
on the floor.
I'm tiny.
There are some like loose clothes over the place. The place is not tidy, and you're able to make it around without having any problem. You get up to what is mostly kind of like an exposed attic. There's really not much up here. You do see that there is. It looks like this is maybe where some people slept. You do see some like travelers like knapsacks all over the place. A total of 12. Some of them bigger than others. And you can hear where the gears are coming from, and it's the wall right above where Murph walked into the wall. And you do like see what looks like this like you can see that there is like this part of the wall, like a board shaking, like almost like something has happened, but you gotta do something on top.
And then I kind of like just like go to the edge of the stairs and be like, everything's okay. But there's a board shaking up here. Someone please come up here.
All right, I'll go.
I'm also going to, as soon as they come up, I'm going to start going through the knapsacks.
I'm gonna look at the maps that were left on the table while they head upstairs.
And I investigate the knapsacks and see if I can get anything out of them.
Sure. Give me an investigation check on the knapsack.
Sweet.
And then
16.
Helga, give me an investigation check on the maps.
7.
7. The maps that you see are...
These are nice lines.
I mean,
These
you
are
can
very
tell
nice
that they
lines.
are for some kind of castle of some kind. That's all you could really figure out from it. You assume based off it, maybe it's underground, but there's a total of 20 maps. And they all look similar, but you can't really figure out why there are 20 different versions of the same map.
Is it like blueprints where, like, if you stack one on top of each other, does it make like a...
I ain't telling you on that check.
Okay.
Do you need
Well,
any
if I
help,
can,
Helga?
if someone would like to try and help me, yes. Otherwise, I was just gonna try and take these with, and we figure it out on the way.
Yeah.
Sure.
They are quite
I'll-
large. These maps are roughly
Okay.
about 4 feet long. They carry this many
Sure,
maps.
I'll look at it.
Okay, you can look at it. All right, you can give me an investigation check on the maps, Xander.
I'm holding it. Like,
The two brightest looking
hold
at
it
the
upside.
maps. We love
Hold it
them.
upside down.
Oh, 7. About the same.
7.
Cool.
Yeah, you see the
maps,
same thing.
yo.
I'll say with both of you putting your eyes together, you can definitely see this is something about a castle, but you can see there's a lot of things missing on here. You don't know. You even try. I'll say that you even tried to lay them over each other. Doesn't really answer any questions. It's just like these maps are incomplete.
Oh, okay. Like almost
Nexus.
like they're charting the progress.
Nixus and Renora, you're upstairs. So what do you two?
Yes,
do?
I go upstairs to investigate the board that she was talking about.
Okay, so you see like this fake wall, and it looks like it's like partially stuck. Like you got to almost kind of like move it, like press it again for the wall to actually activate.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, so you push it in, and the gears themselves grab a hold of it, almost like the gears don't grab a hold of the wall, so you actually push it in and actually connects, and then they just hold on and they just start stringing it down. As Murph, you can hear like something go behind the wall of where you just hit the gears until you hear it just like lock into place.
Good job, Murph. You did it.
Ah!
You see within this wall there is this large ladder that leads down into an unknown location. But as far as you can tell, it goes underneath the house.
Well, I think I found our way in, guys.
Yeah. Did I find anything?
In the knapsacks.
Oh, I'm sorry, what'd you get for investigation?
16.
16. Let's see what you get.
What did I find? Give me stuff.
Get me things.
I like things.
All right,
Things and
so
stuff.
there's this one's gonna get a little more technical than I'm used to because each bag has something different for another person. So
I'm going
Sure.
through all of them.
there is
Very right.
clearly the bags that are meant for the Goliath. As you can see, that bag itself is like really large compared to the rest of them.
Can I fit in the bag?
I mean, yeah, you can like walk in the bag without a problem.
Murph, this is how we end up yeeting Mixus in the barrel. We just put her in the bag and yoop!
Right over by the bag, you actually find an actual box. The box itself is not locked. It's actually holding quite a few possessions.
Oh, there's stuff in here.
You're gonna need to write this down,
Oh, shit.
Yep.
With
or
a
someone else
pen
wants to do
or
it.
something.
Do you need?
I got
do you
you.
need help?
Okay, Renora's got
Yes.
it. All right, so for the
Dina.
Goliath's knapsack, there was a +2 leather armor, studded leather specifically.
Mm.
Probably taken off because it makes it difficult to stealth.
Mm-hmm.
There is what looks like an enchanted not enchanted great axe, an enchanted battle axe,
Oh, Frontier.
and it looks like there is what looks like another box. If you open it up, it actually has some gold in it.
Ooh, how much the gold? I'll take the gold.
This 6 pieces of gold and
Sweet.
20 pieces of silver.
Ooh, sweet. Money! I like monies.
For the other ones, it's hard to tell the difference of them. You do see 2 that are specifically for someone your size. There are 12 bags in total. There are 2 that are for your size. As you can see that inside each one, they're like really close to each other. You can see that there's only a couple items in each one. Each one has itself a coin purse. Each equaling up to 10 pieces of gold, so 20 gold together.
Ooh, yeah.
And they both have what looks like a dagger that matches each other, with a slight variety.
Ooh.
Do you speak Halfling?
No.
I
There's
do.
one
Do
of them
you
living.
speak Halfling? Yeah. They are specifically, without giving details, they are specifically what looks like a wedding present to each other. Like they're each other's
Oh,
dagger for each
no.
other for their wedding.
Not again.
They're actually matching daggers.
What did they say, Nora? What did they say?
It's just saying like a love letter to each one of them to love my life, so on and so forth. But
Aw,
each one is this.
that's cute.
They are
Like
matching
their vows or
daggers,
something.
like claw-sized daggers, but they're definitely meant smaller for a halfling. But you can tell that
Neat.
one is specifically crimson, the other one is sapphire.
I take them both.
These are not
You'll have to
thrown.
make those.
These daggers cannot be thrown. They are specifically
Okay.
used as melee only.
You'll have to put them in later for me.
Sure.
And
And then, Renora, can
can I
you
take the knapsack?
text me about this later so I make sure I put in the right stuff as I give it to you guys?
Sure, yeah.
All
The
right, so
knapsack? Can I take one of the knapsacks?
sure, you can just take one knapsack, just roll it up and put it in like your satchel.
Knapsacks.
With the rest of the bags, minus a couple, they all look pretty much the same. There's not too much of specialized possessions on them. You're able to find basic non-magical weapons. There's a short sword, there's a couple daggers. Out of all those, minus one that stands out, there's a total of 19 pieces of gold.
Ooh. Or Nora, you can have the 19.
Thank you.
2 pieces of silver,
Have
10 pieces of copper,
Have one
and
silver. Or Nora.
there is specifically 1 diamond.
Ooh. Yeah, I have the diamond. You can take all the.
The shiny.
And I'll take the diamond.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow,
Lastly,
Nora actually give up.
that-
There is one bag that actually is different than the rest. This bag is actually near, like, the far end. This bag actually has, like, extra, like, there's, like, a table by it and everything like that. There's actually a picture on it. It actually shows the drow that you're watching that was kind of, like, running it. And it shows that it's actually, like, that person with a group of like essentially 11 people. It's the same group, minus that there's in the picture there's also 2 halflings. There's a satchel inside the bag. There's a few things inside the satchel. This one actually has preset stuff. So there is a total of 20 pieces of gold.
Ooh, we'll have to. Nora, how much is that between us?
There is 50 platinum.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a
That's so
specific
gold
short
now.
sword made out of pure gold.
Oh, you can have a short sword. That I can't wield that.
Because it is
don't
made
think
out
we're
of pure
gonna-
gold, by all intents and purposes, at first glance, this is a powerful sword. If it is made out of pure gold, it is at least a +3 magic weapon. You don't know the
Yep.
rest of the stats of it,
Neat.
but at first glance, you can assume it's a +3 magic weapon. It does
Cool.
have, at the base of the hilt, there is actually a opening for a stone. And the stone that's inlaid in it right now, because it doesn't have to be permanent, the stone that's inlaid in it right now is a ruby. And it looks like whatever it does, the ruby, it actually like channels like some power in it, like a battery.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay.
So how much gold and platinum is that between the two of us?
10 gold,
That
25
one.
plat. Oh,
Okay.
all together?
No, just like
Just for
The
that
other
one?
bag,
Yeah,
you
10
get-
gold, 25
you get
plat.
the other one. I told you get the other one.
Okay, cool.
Cause you're up here, so you know. And you get the gold sword. Cause I can't wield it.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
can't wield it. It's too big. Snooze, you lose. People are downstairs that are drunk.
That's all that you can
Fake.
find up there. That was a good check. There's
Okay.
actually pretty much everything you can find.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, there's a ladder up here. We should go. Oh,
Or
actually,
we
I should
can-
say that
Yeah.
quietly. Or what should we do? What do we do?
Well, they
Nora?
said I had overheard them say that it was a stealth mission.
Oh,
So I don't think that it'd be wise to go barging into their mission guns blazing because we
You
might
literally were
accidentally get
about
killed
to
in the
punch them
crossfire.
at the door.
I thought
So
we
we
were
could
at
wait.
home. They
So
weren't
we
on the
could wait.
mission. I
You'll
thought
be
this was
caught in the
pre-mission
Crossfire.
What if-
ambush,
if-
a good old-fashioned ambush before a mission. I don't.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know when you're not.
Old ambush.
I could write a story about that.
we could wait here for them and
That's
like
what I'm
catch
thinking.
them by
We wait
some
here.
surprise.
We can ready ourselves up, and when they come back, we can take whatever we want / need from
How-
whoever is left and hurting and sore from their mission down there,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Mm.
But we'll
How do
also
we
have the
know
element of
they're gonna
surprise
come
on our
back this
side.
way?
Right.
And we can
How do-
always just go back down.
This looks like their house.
How long are they?
And
How
the
long are
things-
you willing to wait and bank on them coming back?
All their
Nora?
stuff, it seems like a
Well,
lot of their stuff is here.
I talked to the trees. Do you want me to ask the trees if they see them?
No.
You can?
Well,
Won't matter if they die down there. Then they won't come back. And we still won't know.
But then we're
it's
not
been a
dead.
minute since I've did
But
another
yeah,
check
then we're
on the
not
chimes.
dead.
Can I do
We're not
another
dead.
demon check?
Absolutely.
We're
Yeah,
not dead then.
roll for a check. You've already done one, so you can get this one advantage if you weren't already.
Sweet. And there's no mod with that, is there? It's just base.
Well, this is a investigation check.
Oh, okay.
I just like I talked to her and Nora and be like,
All
we
right,
got some
14.
cool shit.
14.
Oh, that was with advantage?
Yeah.
You said? Alright, let's see if we get beat that. Oh, 17.
You actually looking at focusing more kind of where you're going to tend to go. You kind of have more of an
Yeah.
area of where you're trying to aim instead of go for like this randomly this whole town.
Right.
It's odd. You haven't used this ability long, but still it kind of throws you off the way it works. You think that either the ability is not working correctly or it's way too much. You almost see like a string, like almost like the whole land is a demon.
Ooh.
It looks like almost like a blood of a demon flows to this land, and like you're almost like detecting that. But you do see that specifically two demons based off the aura. Since you've recognized only tieflings so far, you assume it's tieflings, and they're beneath you, and they're probably about I'd say probably about have a 500-foot head start on you.
Oh. So, seeing as how this is like the most potent reading I've got, Xander kind of falls flat on his ass. He goes, "Whoa! Woo! That was intense."
You, the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
Stand up.
Oh. Oh.
Calm down. The door is still open. Calm down. Inside voice.
All
Inside
right.
voice.
Yeah, Xander.
Okay.
Inside.
I'm gonna reach down and pick him up.
So, I'm good, man. It's just really overwhelming. Like, whoa.
Inside.
So, this land we're standing on, like, or kind of metaphorically, but not, is like evil incarnate is all around us.
Mm.
And
We are
there's,
in
like,
Shadowfell.
So what you're saying
No,
is this
but,
Norran
like-
person is evil incarnate? If he's here?
I don't know, but it's super potent. It's like the land beneath us, like directly beneath us in this intermediate area, is like, whoa!
Well, thankfully we got a cleric. Hey.
Hey.
And
Hey.
possibly the two tieflings that I sensed earlier, they are also beneath us as well. And they're like, from my calculations and just because I'm not, I think I got a good reading. They're about 500 feet ahead.
Mm.
Well, it doesn't matter if we're gonna sit here and wait for people to come back.
This
so...
could very well lead us to Norran or find a lead on this.
I'm gonna meander over to the edge of the ladder and look down and go, so wait. Just a recap. There's demons down there, which we need to kill to get Hellforge.
There's some demonic presence down there. Absolutely.
The people we want to steal from went down there.
Yes.
And
There's a
there's
tree.
a mother tree.
There's a mother tree down there.
That too.
That may or may not also be evil incarnate if it's here amongst all the
Evil
other evil
incarnate.
incarnate.
Please say that mother is very good.
Mixus, it's called they're
Well-
lying.
Why would they lie?
Also, one
Because-
person's good as another person's evil.
Oh, well.
No one asked you, Renora.
Murph is gonna jump down the hole.
Oh God! Murph just jumped.
Down the hole with the ladder?
I'm gonna grab the ladder and slide
yeah.
down the ladder.
Down to where they're at?
Yep.
So he kind of already
He's drunk.
started.
Goodbye.
to roll.
Don't.
I'm
Alright.
drunk.
I'm going with them. Fuck it.
All right,
Goodbye.
you go down.
All right.
So everybody
So
go.
the party goes down.
No.
No.
So Mika
No.
stays
Me
up,
and
Renora stays up.
Renora.
Okay.
I'll go because at least I can communicate to somebody, and
Okay.
he's the one that told about it anyway, and he feels bad.
I was promised a fight and I haven't gotten a fight, so you know what?
This is how.
Yeah, I got y'all riled up.
Maybe
This is
before
how they
I
all
exit,
die.
This is how they all die.
if they're going ahead of me, I'll go. Renora makes us. If you don't hear from us, in like, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or something like that, 10, 20 minutes, you come and reinforce us.
How about you
Bail us out.
just do ascending if you need
Well,
us?
just send
Yeah.
us.
Oh, and that's what I'll do.
Send us.
But
Yeah.
if you
Just
don't hear from me,
Just send
by
us.
sending,
Just send
Just
us.
send us.
Just send it.
We're not.
Okay.
We're not leaving yet. No.
No.
okay. All
Does
right.
anybody
Plus,
remember
you know-
who got
Sylyk's
Dahlia's stone? Yeah,
I
who got-
have Sylyk.
Okay.
I have one of them.
Okay.
I have
so,
the other. I have.
Beautiful.
We have two. We have two.
I
You can
have
throw
the
it
other
to me
stone.
if you need to.
I don't. I see no reason.
Okay.
That's Renora like. Fuck the rest of the group.
Renora sees not a reason.
so-
she said
Right.
wait, and y'all didn't wait.
You both
so
get a message at this point, Renora and Mixus. And
Uh-huh.
so it's like, so I'm just hanging out, just making sure you guys are right. I haven't seen you in a little while. Don't know if you guys have made any headway. Hope you're all good.
Well, I'll be like, hi, Sylyk, this is Mixus. We are in a house because we followed some peoples, like about 10 of them that were
Oh,
trying
that's
to go
Bryce being stupid.
under the actual ground, and they're
Hey,
trying to
hear it.
steal something, and the rest of the party went down the tunnel, and we did not. So, yeah. You could come here, baby.
Well, okay, so you guys are going down a tunnel. Why are you
No,
going down
we
a tunnel?
aren't. The rest of the party went down the tunnel because they're
Alright.
drunk. They're drunk.
Not drunk. Murph's drunk. I just want to
Okay,
fight.
Murph is drunk.
It
Helga
makes
jumped
sense to drunk
after
Murph.
him. Xander went after Helga.
Who went
and
after
me and-
Murph?
And me and Renora are just sitting here in this house where all the thieves were, and they left all their cool shit. But yeah, and there's a large tunnel that is very dark with a large ladder, and it goes downward.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't have dahlias. Serena has dahlias. You guys got the other stones. He responds, "Okay, so this is getting a little out of hand. Which house are you in?"
Next to Goldie.
Duh.
You know.
What's a Goldie?
that one.
You know.
She's not even here. She's not doing
I
this.
know. Yeah, no. I was just
Yeah.
saying that to be an ass.
If you know from when you're coming, it's south of where the castle is, past a gold tree, and there's a tiny little house in front of a field of like plants that are purple.
Responds, "Okay, yeah, that gold tree stands out. I'll just give me a little bit before I get there, but
The tree is Goldie. I named it.
We'll wait.
okay." The group that jumped down. So
Yeah.
Hey.
it took you a little bit to
Hey.
drop down. I need the people who jumped down to give me I need you all to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'll be right back.
You'll break your
Oh,
ankles.
we're So good, those.
Can I use athletics?
No, not for this.
Oh.
10.
10.
No. 5.
14.
Okay, you all failed.
Cassius, Alga.
How funny would it be if you're all like, "I'm going ahead," and then you jump down and all broke your ankles and
fuck.
couldn't move?
So as you drop down, you don't notice how long it is. You drop down like 4 floors.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Awful.
Beautiful.
The 3 of you are going to
Yeah.
take 23 points of falling damage.
Oh.
Love it. I'm here for it.
Bones break, muscles get really sore.
It's fine. Walk
Uh,
it off.
Alright,
Rub some dirt on it.
my best idea.
We have barely.
But
Walk
as you
it off.
notice,
Oh,
jumping down is the easy part. Getting back up is a little more difficult, as you notice that the tunnel that you went down is only half the way. To get back up to get to the ladder is quite more difficult. You assume that however they plan to get back is probably not this way. But as you look around, you're in a very large and damp cavern. It's bare. It's empty. But the one thing that stands out for it is specifically these roots that are growing through it. The roots themselves are different than what you would see on a normal tree. Even taking into account the trees that you saw in town, this is very different. The trees in town themselves have a natural color to them. Purples, blues, with the exception of the one that's gold. This one itself has the natural tree color that you guys are used to. Greens, browns, a little bit of yellow. There's some growth of flowers growing through them. But, Xander, this is the
Yeah.
demonic presence that you are sensing. These specific roots.
Roots of the tree.
As you look at them, you notice that they naturally have like a pulsation in them, almost like you know that this is roots of a tree, but almost as if it is natural blood veins itself, arteries, and a source of power that constantly surges through it.
Makes us gonna be real mad when we kill a tree. She's gonna be real upset.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the one to explain it to her, but...
Almost
yeah,
as if
yeah.
you were
you know,
down in a utility tunnel and you have like the big oversized cables. That's what this looks like. Like it looks like if you follow these roots around, it'll probably take you to a center source. But this cave is massive. It intertwines. You're not quite sure if heading to the tree is actually what you're supposed to do. As far as I last checked, you guys are actually trying to find this group. There are some tunnels that go in the directions where these roots don't go. We're gonna pause on you guys.
Just really quick, is the roots on the ground and the ceiling? Are they just everywhere, or is it specifically just on the ground?
They're everywhere.
Okay.
They're still easy to walk. It's not rough terrain, but like
Okay.
the roots don't specifically just hang on the floor. Sometimes they kind of like they're kind of like in the wall. So sometimes they kind of like on the floor, and sometimes they kind of bed themselves up and they're hanging on the ceiling. They just kind of twist and turn. It's kind of
Like an overgrown jungle kind of thing.
Kind of.
Mhm.
I mean, like as you
Yeah.
pull, like if you ever pull like a tree out of the ground, like the
Right,
roots just
right,
go
right.
Where the fuck they go.
Fair
and
enough.
these are just naturally wherever they are. You do notice though, instead of the roots going into the ground, you do notice that if you look at them, they progressively go upwards.
Huh, that's weird.
Not like that's where the tree is, but that's like as the roots get further, most likely based off what Mixus was doing is the roots eventually grow their spawn up on the
Mhm.
surface.
Yep.
If you kill my trees, I'm gonna be very upset.
Honestly,
What? We can't hear you.
you'll have Meeksus come after
Yeah.
you.
Hey, that's one more person in the tunnel. Fucking go.
I'll
Mixus
stick
and
my
Minora,
dragon on
if
you.
you decide to look down the tunnel, you don't even see them anymore. The
Oh.
pathway itself, you start to hear gears start to turn. As you can
Uh-oh.
assume, the door only stays unlocked for so much time, and then automatically has to close due to the fact that no one can actually close it behind them. What do you want
Okay.
to do?
Well, Sylyk said he was gonna meet us at the place, right?
Yeah, he said it would
Yeah.
take him some time, though.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just look around the
Look at
place.
the
and
maps.
Look at the maps, I guess, if they're.
Should we let
Yeah, because they would have been left there.
should we let
Again, if
the
we would've
actual
given
door
Sylyk-
close?
I mean, if we reopen it, it's just gonna close again in a matter of time. It would make more sense for us to open it once Sylyk gets here.
You can give me a perception check to see if you can acclimate how much time goes before it actually has to reset.
8.
8? You would assume that it's been at least a couple minutes before the gears start going up, but you're not quite sure how long it actually takes to close it. So at least 2 minutes.
Yeah. Did I see where Murpha was like leaning up against when it?
Yeah, you saw where he was when he originally started the actual trigger. Yeah, so you know how to
Okay,
do it
so I know
again.
like. Okay,
You know how
perfect.
to repeat the process.
Yeah,
Well, I
don't
guess
know.
we should explore the house.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
The house is pretty
Okay.
bare. There's not much really to explore, minus if you find any other random traps. But mostly the main thing that hasn't really been checked yet is what's on the table, which is most of the maps, because they have not actually checked
Okay.
against them.
Well,
All
let's
right.
go look at the map.
Let's do it.
Okay. Both of you,
Who,
either
what,
both of you
why?
can give me investigation checks, or one of you can give it to me with advantage if you're both doing it at the same time.
You ran to advantage.
I have a +0. Do you have?
I have
better.
a +1.
All right, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
Best of luck.
You're lucky I'm in your favor.
Hey,
7.
Mm.
what's with the 7s? That is 3 7s on these
These
maps.
maps
That is
are
not
not
a
meant to be
mess.
read.
These maps do not want
Since
to
you
be
were not
read.
with Xander
Yeah.
or Helga when they were looking at the maps, you don't already know what they know. These maps themselves, there are a good 10 plus maps here, all very, very large. There's not really much you can figure off of. You assume it's maps for something for a castle. A lot of them look like similar maps to each other. You can assume there's a difference between them, but you can't really figure out what the difference is.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, there's not much more in here, and we're gonna hang out here. So can we just devote more time to it?
Sure. You can give me another investigation check with advantage. I will just decrease the DC.
You do it this time.
Okay, I will try.
See if you're better.
I swear to God, it's another 7.
It's a 17.
17.
Taking pretty much, I'd say 10 minutes before Sylyk gets there, you spend some time really trying to like puzzle this thing together, try to figure it out. It's not really laying them over each other. It's finding out that what this is it's several maps for the blueprints underneath the castle. There's a few treasures that lives with underneath the castle, and a few specific notable things. The notable things first. One, the castle's prison is in these catacombs. There's a note under there that specifically looks like the group is planning to rescue their 2 halflings from the cells.
Oh.
There's also a note on here of where the key goes. The key apparently lets itself into what is called their chamber room. The chamber itself is where all the treasures are kept. There are 3 notable treasures, ranked in so, by least to most. There is a stockpile of enchanted weapons that have been confiscated. These are weapons that they believe should not go to the public, but they do not want to smelt down to the fact that they are very unique weapons in case they need to use them for any kind of battle coming up. 2 is it is a reserve treasure of the exact same reason. Anything that was repurposed or taken from anybody that stole it, instead of giving it back to the original company in case they were killed or if something happened, they kept it for themselves. 3rd is specifically a creature. I will give you the name of the creature.
Ooh,
Dun, dun, dun.
The Norransaurus Rex.
The Norransaurus Rex.
It's another friend
want
for
to
Mixus.
I want
Norransaurus
to
Rex.
see that so
Just Mixus's new bestie.
Just a T-Rex Norran with the little arms and a little staff on the T-Rex arms.
He would have regular size arms. He can add staff.
I feel like that would be very counter, like, the weight.
Boop boop.
How do I
Mixus
tell
did
you?
make friends
The
with it.
creature's name is Agith, Agith. And there's actually, for this spot, there's actually notes about what Agith is and what Agith does.
Oh.
What do they say?
Agith is one of a kind, an ancient tree demon. She lives within this land, and they manipulate her power to make sure that everything grows properly. They choose not to harm her due to the fact that she will retaliate, but they're able to manipulate her to do certain things for their bidding.
Then she needs to be set free.
Due to these specific specs,
You're not in the tunnel.
Due to these specific specs,
We're looking at the map.
give me a second, please. Let me say my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Due to these specific specs, it says that you can assume that they're implying that she's a devil. It implies what her purpose is before she was trapped down here. Compared to other devils, she's actually meant to give life, but she gives life strictly to the Shadowfell realm, giving creatures some of their powers. She was the actual first druid of the Shadowfell realm, and she created the werewolves.
Cool.
She also is given the specific title of Queen of the Lost.
Mm-hmm.
It notes that the 2 halflings made their way down here because they were trying to convince her to bring back their son, who was dead under unfortunate circumstances.
Oh.
The notes are trying to avoid her due to the fact that she is highly protected. And that be careful of her roots. They use her as a sensory machine, and therefore if you touch the roots, she'll know that you're there, and she'll warn the guards.
I guess we should have told them that one before they went down there, huh?
This is a lot of helpful information.
Yeah.
With
That
that,
they don't know.
with that piece of information and the group separated, we're going to end the
I
session there.
know.
Hey.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Sounds like Nix
Oh, wait,
is gonna
real
make
quick.
a new friend.
Before the door shut, did we hit them here? Did we hit them? Did we hear them hit the ground?
You would have heard a large thud. Yeah.
When we heard the large thud, I'm just gonna do a singular ha down the passage before the door shuts. Gotta give Helga shit.
There is
Can't
also
not.
a drawing of what Agath looks like.
Ooh,
Yes.
honesty.
Hey, double tree.
Before I show that, I will say that for another stream. I'll show that you guys later. But for the rest of the stream, thank you for watching. We appreciate everything. Do not
Nice,
forget to
Baron.
check out the AFSP. Check out our homepage to check it out. All the every little bit helps. It also gives all the information in case you're concerned or curious about what it is. But we love you all. Thank you for joining, and we'll talk to you next time.